in amongst it all.
Alright.
Excellent. Right, so...
Hello, stream, by the way.
Hello,
Sasha.
stream. Sasha's not here.
Yep. So I'm,
Bugger.
I'm waiting for Sasha to finish. You can continue listening to music and hear my players rant while I eat yogurt.
Okay.
We're all going to die or stay dead. I don't know.
Right.
From what? You just entered a dwarven city.
Yeah.
No one here likes me.
Yeah, but
I
they
mean,
don't know
there's a
that.
good- There's a good. That is true.
And they don't understand me, so
Hmm.
it's all good.
It could be worse.
I mean, they could dislike me, maybe.
You're a tiefling, so they probably do.
Yeah.
It's true.
Perks of playing a tiefling.
Usually perks are playing a tiefling.
Yeah, everyone hates you.
That's not a perk.
Yeah,
it
it is.
is.
Actually, it does depend on your attitude.
Exactly. Alright, where are my notes on...
That reminds me, Chris.
No.
Now I need to play a Tiefling Wizard Necromancer.
Oh, I need to
Because
join
that's just
the
matching the
table.
stereotypes. Alright, what do I have written down here?
What's wrong with the stereotypes, Chris?
Yeah, like
Nothing.
come on.
Oh, nope, there goes my yogurt.
You gotta be the most hated person in the party, of course.
And in that same
Elzin's already
campaign,
done that, and he was an
literally-
elf mystic.
Yeah, boy.
I mean, it's true.
Alright, I just need to write down the name of these places. Smelters.
Hey, finally in tabletop. So,
Don't need to worry about notes.
walk asleep.
So,
So,
So...
what are you gonna do?
I want to ask Sasha if she will use that spell on my axe, and that's one of my things. I also want to see if I can gain access to be able to talk to
oh, speaking of devil, it's Sasha.
Forge Master.
hello,
see what he
hello,
says
hello.
about my axe. That's my plan.
Yeah,
When
I've,
starts with
I've
the
suddenly
E.
awakened from my terribly long nap.
We haven't started yet.
No,
Oh, thank God.
no,
All right.
you are live though, so beware of what you say.
Yes.
Oh, fudgesicles and damnations.
Harlan.
Damn,
Bad.
Incarnations.
What in tarnation?
Shame.
perfect.
Y'all done humdingered my fanny wagon.
Harlan, what have you told you about talking about your fanny wagon on stream?
Hey, Chris changed the rating. I'm allowed.
Wow. Yeah.
It's not
No,
wrong.
you're allowed to talk about your vagina, but your fanny wagon, no.
If you're gonna say it right, damn it.
Oh my goodness. I hope you don't go here. I
Yes,
really don't.
let's go there.
No,
Which one is it?
please, no. The
need to know.
description I got from this is no.
Yes,
Infernal would understand. He'd feel my pain. Oh no.
we're going there.
No.
What's with the
Chris,
circles?
no. Chris, yes.
Yeah,
There's
no,
circles
you're not
everywhere.
wrong with that reference.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oof.
Alright, let's generate a new name. That works for me. Nope. Yeah, this will do. I'm just generating some taverns real quick. Because
Generating tavern.
you guys know I can't be bothered to make these things up most of the time.
No.
Unless it's somebody's personal backstory, in which case I couldn't care less. I'll make that thing up.
No.
What?
Let's up that up.
On a thing.
Nope. Why are they all elves? There we go.
Okay.
I'm just looking for. I've just been looking for like tavern owners who aren't elves. I mean, in the city,
Perfect.
that's not necessarily a bad thing because drow are fine, but still. Also, Sam, you're the smart one. Do you know how far a league is?
Fucking hell, no. No, I'm not smart. I just have
okay.
Google.
Okay, that's a really bad question because there's a lot of different types of leagues, but I think 3-ish miles was one of them, but I can't remember.
How far is a league? A nautical league is, if we get it in miles, is 3.45234.
3-ish, as I said.
Yeah, 3.5-ish.
Okay, so that's not terrible.
So
then.
a league is 3 miles. A nautical league is, I believe, 3 nautical
So
miles.
if a league is 3 miles, how much is an underground dwarvish league? That makes things more complicated. Okay, so if a league...
Okay, well, think about it. Okay, so it's like in a sphere, how if you take the same chunk, like it scales up as it goes outwards, so it would be smaller, I think.
It scales up as it goes outwards. What do you mean?
Well, like a sphere, if it's got like 5% of a sphere's surface is smaller than of a sphere that's like a size of an apple is smaller than 5% of a sphere's surface that is the size of a basketball.
Okay.
So it's just like percentage-wise. I don't know. I'm making up words as I go along, Chris.
That
We
doesn't
noticed.
surprise me. Wow. Oh, that's a great description of this guy. I'm keeping this one. Oh, I know, I need to change the name. Okay. Nope. That'll do. Alright, and this will be the last tavern I'm going to generate for now. I'll generate more if you guys are interested, but for now I need to keep it as is. Alright. So, let's see. I can click new, click cancel, and close. There we go. Alright, let's do these introductions then. Alright, let's turn off this music. Huh?
What if we don't want to do the introductions?
Well, I'm gonna do them.
Yeah,
Screw
I'm
you
gonna
guys.
rebel against it.
Alright,
Why
hello
not?
everybody, welcome to Crabby D&D. I'm here with Sudz,
Hello.
Harlan,
Hello.
Sam,
Hello.
Simon,
Hello.
Jamie,
Yeah.
and,
Hi.
and not Infernal, because he unfortunately is not here. I can't remember what he's doing. He sent me a message earlier saying he couldn't make it. Probably off somewhere,
Pretty sure he said he had to rub his feet.
something like that.
Yeah.
All I remember is
Rub his
it was
feet on
before we
what?
started working on finishing off the spells. Oh, by the way, Sam, I forgot to tell you. It's a bit late now. But I've added Ranger to the list for classes that can learn Hematurgy magic. I think you can learn 3 spells from Hematurgy, so no need to panic.
Oh, yes. Because I need so much more to make people just go, we should hate this guy.
Look, I'm just letting you know because it's Ranger stuff. Let's see. Does he have a message? Probably not. Oh, well, I'll deal with that later. Alright. Usual announcements. Thank you to Sasha for all the artwork that's come through and all that will be coming through in the future, which will be useful because I'm looking forward to getting one particular project done, as I will slowly but surely be working on getting some spell cards working. Right now I'm testing it. I tested a prototype model on tabletop, and I think only Infernal and Sudz checked it out, although I can't confirm because nobody else said anything or gave me constructive criticism. Thanks,
Been
Sunday
busy.
Group.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
it wasn't about.
I don't
I
have
am
magic.
visiting family at the moment,
I did the
Oh, I've
thing.
been a bit busy.
But yes, it's an
Damn,
experimental model. I'll see how things are, and I'll probably make another version of it later on and try and refine it down. But it will include spell books so that people can store what spells they know on cards and therefore don't need to worry about what does this spell do and have to go to the character sheet and find it. Or not have it in their character sheet and then make my life that much more difficult.
Hello.
So I'll be fixing that. Also, thank you to Tabletop Audio for having free audio and still being awesome. Still love that thing. Gets updated like every week or two, and there's always new stuff and new toys that I can use. It's great. I think the most recent one is Ice Throne, which I haven't found a place to use. Would have been useful for the Ice Devil fight on Thursday, when it was Thursday, like 30 episodes ago, but that's fine. I'll find another use for it, I'm sure. Along with a bunch of other ones here. So, it's a nice service. Come and check that out. Any combat maps were made in Dungeon Prayer Studio, which there shouldn't be any unless you guys get into a really bad bar fight.
Sovak is on the job.
And also the overall map was made in incarnate.com. You can go and check that out as well. Alright, I think I'm done. Should we begin, or does anybody else have any announcements they want to say?
We're all going to die.
Oh,
I need food.
of course.
I want to know how we're gonna die.
Just blame it on Sovak. Fine.
I plan to get eaten by a dragon.
Not this session.
in today's-
hopefully.
was
I
gonna
plan
say,
to
in-
get made more alive.
I know where to find dragons. I can help that happen.
No. I want to get eaten by a
Oh,
very
Oh,
specific
I
dragon.
have a genuine announcement.
Okay.
I've got glasses now.
Yay! Which means his 3D glasses was no longer a incorrect statement, and just because everybody else had glasses except for him.
I don't have
And,
glasses.
and another announcement.
Yeah, I
that's
know,
fine.
but this
Touch
was
my
this
finger.
was before.
Another announcement. I also touched my finger to my glasses, and now there's a smudge on them.
And it
pissing me
won't
off.
come off.
Here's what I'm going to say. You deserve this.
Oh, Harlan. I know that I deserve this.
Huh. I wonder where my glasses went. I
Oh.
can't find them.
Anywho, right. Let's get the session sorted.
Wait, so does now literally everyone here have glasses?
Shut up, Alan. Last session, our party of adventurers: Sovak, Queglod, Sasha, Malcom, Bern, and Rook, as well as Gact and Fang, had accidentally managed to teleport themselves from Oromance Ravine, where they had been assailed and attacked by large mosquitoes and gargantuan spiders. They took a teleportation circle, intending to go back to Adamanthia. Things didn't go quite as planned. Accidentally finding themselves in a completely different city, in a completely different circle, surrounded by Duragar wielding weapons, the party didn't understand what was going on. With some quick influence and speaking, Sasha Smashfist, declaring who the party was and realizing that maybe something had gone wrong and they'd done goofed. Sasha was taken away to speak to the second in command, known as the Forge Marshal. Going and meeting with Melabista, you didn't get his name down.
Take some notes.
Easter.
Yep. Now the surname you're gonna have to remember. Speaking to Melabista, Sasha managed to speak truthfully for the entire thing, barring one mishap due to technicalities, but otherwise proceeded to make sure that everything was okay, managed to negotiate her way out of the situation and the party with them. Allowed to wander around the kilns for the lower levels of Cragganvil, the party proceeded to venture around, take a look amongst all of the working that was going on here, and managed to purchase some general, good quality dark steel goods. Objects that would be difficult to rust and would last a lifetime, as well as being higher quality. They were sturdy and, potentially, if enchanted correctly, could be worth quite a bit. On the other hand, an offer was made for them to potentially acquire a dragon hammer, a weapon of known destruction to Sasha and a few other members of the party, as they remember seeing a dragon lance used a long time ago in Adamanthia. With this new profound knowledge
That long ago.
of seeing
a month.
more than a month, like way more than a month. It's been like 4
Sasha
months.
doesn't remember time, okay?
It's been like 4 months. Anyway, with this newfound knowledge and the understanding that if they get a audience and if they proceed to do well, they can speak to the head Forge Master here and potentially acquire a dragon hammer. Currently, the party stands in front of what looks to be a dark steel booth, with 3 Duergar and other individuals behind, proceeding to deal with the buying and selling of various ammunition, weapons, and tools as they proceed to go about their business. Queues forming behind them of various individuals buying and presumably handing over works to be sent above or inspected and appraised. They proceeded to move to one side, because I believe you'd finished your shopping.
Yeah.
And now, just within the Dwarven fortress, with not much else to do, the party proceeded to move on to their next goal. So,
Excellent. Guys, what is everyone's plan? I have 3 plans, right? And of mine,
Okay.
right? I need possibly see if Sasha could do her spell with the axe to find out a bit more information. I need to get a chain for the axe, and also this one coincides probably for the benefit of the party as well.
you got
Want
the
to
chain,
try
didn't
and meet? No, I hadn't been up to the surface yet to
you?
collect
Oh,
it.
right.
There you go. I want to try and meet the Forge Master, which Sasha wants to do as well for the potential of the hammer. So I'm more edging towards meeting with the Forge Master. So
What could go wrong?
cool. How do we propose we do that?
I'm guessing we can't just burst into his room and say, "Hey, talk to us," can
Well,
we?
we can. It might just go really badly.
That's fair.
We could throw
Fair point.
Sovak up. I mean, if there's an open window, we can... I can see if I can throw Sovak through the window. Might not get him back.
Hey! I am not a throwable object.
Well,
Well, you can throw me, sure, but please don't.
okay, fine. I promise I won't yet. So
So what was that? Oh,
sorry, I was just wondering to myself. Don't panic. So-
okay.
Has anyone got any ideas? What they want to do or propose any ideas? Anyone?
I mean, there's
what's-
not all that much I need to get done in this city. This we need.
Hey,
People want to stay to do that.
Sasha. Sasha.
Harlan? We've lost Harlan. Wonderful.
Wow.
I steal gemstones from Harlan, from Sasha.
How much? I'll get to a
Uh,
character sheet and remove them.
Enough for enough for 1,000 GP worth.
Hang on. Does he need gemstones for? Do you need gemstones for this spell that I need her to do? Leave that mount in there.
No, not
I
gemstones.
swear I needed ivory.
It is ivory. I know there's something else, isn't there? Or is it just ivory?
In character, you don't know the components. Out of character, you know that it's ivory and incense.
Right. Okay. What's the spell called? Like actually asking.
Legends lore.
Yeah, asking in
Legends lore.
character, Sasha should know. If Sasha were here and saying anything.
So, to clarify, my computer's dying a little.
Rest in
I
peace,
just got back in
computer.
as you were saying that, Chris, which is very convenient. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I might not be able to do tabletop today.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Did
Just
well, how much of what did you hear? Did you hear my ideas of what to do?
I heard the last thing I heard was because you want to get the dragon hammer.
Awesome. Right, that pretty much summed it up. But it was like, did anyone else have any ideas of what they wanted to do, or any ideas on how to meet the Forge Master?
I'd love to talk to the Forge Master.
So,
Yep.
I mean, we can request an audience with the Forge Master.
Oh yeah.
Which just,
Or we could storm in there and demand he talks to us.
you know, it's just. I suspect a lot of people request audience with him and probably never get any luck.
Yes.
We'll have to make it interesting.
If I recall rightly, didn't they say if we do stuff round the city, wasn't it, to get his attention?
What, and help out a load of drow and dwarves?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
Yes,
that's what the second Forge
Sovak.
Master said.
Dwarves I'm fine with, it's the drow, they're dicks. Like,
So are you!
I
True,
might
but they
have.
never believe it.
I might have an idea to be able to get to speak with him.
Okay, go. How are you going? What's your idea? Good sir.
I believe we could possibly talk about Reagan. Because Reagan had. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I know that Reagan and him were friends.
Okay.
And there might be a way we can get to talk to him if we bring up Reagan to him.
Right.
There was something that he said that we could possibly do to gain favor with the Forge Master, but I'm not sure what it was anymore.
No, Oh no, I remember. Wasn't it get approval from the king or something like that? Does that jolt anyone's memory? I wrote it down and.
No, you're correct. You remember we got to go to Relic Hall and get stuff from the king. Wait, no, it's Oregon, isn't it? Whoever the king is.
The king is the emperor is Oregon. The dwarven king is Relical.
Ah, okay, that's where my confusion was.
Yes, that's why they're both marked as capitals.
Right.
Because they're two different factions. They're the Dwarven Foundation. They're the United Empire.
Chris, how long have we got left till the Dawn Festival?
8 days, if I remember correctly. I will double check just to confirm that, but assume 8 days.
I'll be honest, I'd be good to go to Relic Hall.
You are currently on day 25. So you got 1, 2, 3 till the end of this month. You've then got New Year, which is day 4, and then day 5 is when the Dawn Festival begins. In 8 days, the Dawn Festival ends because it's 3 days long.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
So we've got like 4 days, and then we should head back to. How long does it take to get to Relic Hall, Chris?
3 days underground.
Let's talk to the Forge Master, because you can show him your axe. I can talk about the Dragon Hammer.
I think the problem was trying to get an audience with the Forge Master is the first hurdle.
That's what I was talking
We should
about.
just
Oh,
talk to him.
Let's go and ask the guard, see if there's a way we can seek an audience with.
Well, you're still being escorted because you're still in the
Cool.
kilns.
Excellent.
Oh,
I
I-
bad things about
guys, I'm saying this to the guards.
I got something to ask you.
Oh,
first.
after you. After you. No.
Yeah, I got something to ask you first, Sasha.
Oh?
You think I can get some of them gemstones enough for 1,000 GPs worth?
What do you want them to be? Any ones in particular, or is it any gemstone?
As long as I have enough for 1,000 GPs worth, doesn't matter.
Anyone got any specific ones they don't want to be used?
I don't care.
As long as they're not diamonds.
Right. Here, have a peridot and a I don't know, 5 amber. There we go.
All right.
So you have 5 cut ambers and 1 peridot.
I begin to start feeding them to Lighthouse.
The fuck are you doing?
Okay.
The fuck?
There's a hungry boy.
Okay. You take them, you The branch coils down as these small twigs begin to slowly coil around each of them, and they begin to be held in place. As you attempt to hold an amber to it, it doesn't take.
Oh.
Seems to be it needs a refined quality.
Alright, hand me back the amber.
I give back the amber.
Have a black pearl.
Alright.
Okay.
I use the pearl.
Taking a black pearl, just the dark abyss color of it, and as you hand it to it, the leaves kind of cup themselves around it, and the twigs coil around almost like filigree, as the two gems are held from portions of Lighthouse, each giving off their own. The peridot being green, giving off like a limeish color, and the black pearl almost a slightly black mist around the outside of it. Okay.
Well, now that that's done, I can be able to cast.
By the way, you've that's now 1,500 of the gems that's been spent on you and your pet. So, everyone else has first dibs if they wanted, just so you're warned.
Yes, I was doing this for the.
You get nothing, Sovak. You're dead.
Hey! You know, the year is current year, so come on.
Anyways, if anybody has
We're in a more
any,
modern time now.
if anybody has anybody, they need to be anyone or anything they need to be scryed upon. Let me know. Now I can be able to cast scrying now.
Huh.
Okay.
Neat.
Nice. Excellent. Okay, so, Sasha, do you want to talk to the guards? Who would stand a better chance of talking to the guards here?
Sasha.
I'm just gonna start talking in Dwarvish. The moment you said you want to talk to the guards, so
The guards
Well,
are just
you know,
standing
like a
here
full-
watching this whole transgression go on as Rook just goes, "Do you want to do the talking?"
Do you want to do the talking?
hello.
So
Hello.
is just listening in now because so.
So, your guards here. Have you ever met the Forge Master? Like you know, as yeah. I don't suppose you have any idea how one would go about getting a meeting with him, preferably within a day or two.
If you have something which is of particular interest to him, he might grasp, but otherwise you'll have to hope that when you apply for an application with the other individual who you'll need to speak to, you'll then be able to get an audience if you manage it.
I don't suppose he really, really, really likes getting his fortune read.
No. I wouldn't
Are you
know
sure?
if he does, but
Well, it's worth a try then.
all I know is that he's topside from here.
Right. Right. I do. Sorry, what's the religion in these parts?
They look at one another, they look back, and they go, "Other than Aurum, not much."
Right. Didn't think so, but I wondered if there was any for the forge gods.
No. Some do, but it's not outlawed. It's mostly just a matter of if you wish to worship anybody, Aurum's the preferred chosen one.
That's fair. I mean, you know, it's Aurum. I get it. Go into the... Now, regale me with tales of Aurum goes into the 2 to 3 year old's backstory for him.
As Rook's standing there awkwardly, no idea what the hell anything's happening
Yeah.
said now.
No one does. I'm talking
Even
Dwarvish.
Sovak's confused.
I mean, technically Malcolm would know because he's getting a translation.
I mean, actually, as Sovak knows Dwarvish, he understands
Yeah,
what
so
they're
is
talking about.
Queglod.
Okay, so basically it's just Rook that's
It-
left out
it-
of the party.
Is Rook the only one that can't understand these dwarfs?
I
Bern.
genuinely have no idea what's going on.
Bern too.
Aww.
I'm just staring at them in the eye intensely. Just like, what is going on?
Right. Well, if you think of anything, let me know, because well, I really want to talk to him. Oh, think about to think about some of the brilliant blacksmithing work you've done down here. Oh, gets me all tingly. Not in a weird way. I I make things. I'm a smith. I made this armor. You know what? Never mind. Let's just go.
Malcolm speaks up. So in common, of course,
Oh, thank God.
to the dwarves. So what's the look upon the Dawn Marshals here?
One of them kind of looks at the other one and goes, "The old heroes from ancients past.
Yes.
They have one of our head families in their name, so I mean, you're not opposed."
Oh shit! They do, don't they?
They do.
Wait,
Yes,
what,
they
what's
do.
so important about the Dawn Marshals?
Which one was that? Was that
Oh, Sovak. Bless you.
which one was that? Was that the twins that were dark tongues, or was it one of the other ones?
None of them were dark tongues.
Really? I thought they were.
Nope.
Which one am I thinking of then?
Yes.
Flamebeard.
Oh shit!
Or
You're right.
Rustbeard, sorry.
That's good. Right.
I will
right,
double
right,
check,
right,
but
right.
I'm fairly sure there's only one in there. Yeah, there's only one dwarf and he's a Rustbeard.
Oh yes, the Rustbeard. So, yeah. Well, now there's two. No, I'm not going to say that at all. Smashfist.
Why not? Say it.
Right. Well. Oh, after you, Malcolm. I'm not a very good storyteller. You tell him.
About what?
Such a liar.
You know, the whole Dawn Marshal thing. Anyone else? Literally anyone else, please.
I have no idea what the Dawn Marshals are right now.
I don't really have a working knowledge of what it is as such.
Simon, do you wanna?
What? Tell the story of the Dawn Marshals.
Well, yeah. Explain that we're the new Dawn Marshals to these people who don't know us and know nothing about us and who we haven't done anything heroic for. Yeah, you do that. Good luck. Bye.
What? Bye. Where are you off to?
Somewhere not here.
Bye, Sasha. That's how you chase off a dwarf.
Sasha's just hiding behind Rook, just pushing Queglod forward.
Just looking behind me like, what are you doing?
Yes,
Forward.
well, perhaps I should clarify. This is all in Dwarvish as well, I guess. That's what they were speaking before.
The two of them quickly look at each other and one of them says something in undercommon. But the other one's like, looks back.
Fuck, they've got more languages that we don't speak.
Hold up.
They're winning this
Maybe.
arms race, but we'll...
Oh.
So I should clarify, yes. So you know why the Dawn Marshals rose to power initially, right? Or formed initially, right?
I mean, I'm no historian, but go on.
Well, essentially, the forces of evil rose in the world, and they were formed to drive it back. The situation is those forces are rising again, and so a new band of Dawn Marshals have taken up the mantle.
Okay.
What?
To clarify, what she's trying to say is it's us.
Yeah.
Look, we've got a few magic bits and pieces that are they're the Dawn Marshal relics.
Congratulations.
know if you've got, like-
If new Dawn Marshals were being selected, we'd have known about it.
How?
It's not like there's a
Cleric?
bloody competition for it.
Just curious. Why is that?
Why is what?
Why would they know?
Why?
Hold on.
Why would they know?
Well, the first ones are fairly obvious.
Were
Look,
they?
We came
Look,
over
we're
from...
fairly new around this. We've done it. We've only been in for like a couple. How long have we been adventuring in game, Chris?
About 6 months.
We've only been doing this about half a
But
year.
technically, that's since the campaign started, and you forgot the prior 2 months that you and the rest of the party spent in the north.
Okay, but we weren't Dawn Marshals then.
You weren't Dawn Marshals then, no.
You know, it's only been 6 months. Come on, the other lot had years.
No, they didn't.
Didn't they?
No.
How long did they have?
I don't know the details. All I know is that when they showed up big.
Well, we turned up in a weird portal thing on accident, so that's kind of big.
So, Sovak, no offense, but you aren't part of this.
Shut up! Let me have this!
All right, fine.
Don't even know what the Dawn Marshals are.
Well, clarify. We were the ones that stopped Adamantia from getting blown to the fuck up.
They probably don't care.
You probably don't care about that. We
But
saved
at least
a load
he's
of
right
dwarves.
this time.
We saved a load of dwarves from, you know, necromancy, death, demons, and shit. So that was nice.
Death demons.
Well, what else would you call them, Malcolm?
Call them what they are.
Dicks?
Boy.
I mean, that takes Adamantia's Crisis into a whole new level.
We saved dwarves from death. Are you speaking common now, or are you still speaking dwarven?
Okay.
I don't even know if I should be chiming in this conversation or not.
Yes. We're talking in common now to let everyone include themselves.
Thank God. Right. Okay.
Anything that's not in common but isn't dwarvish and got to translate for Rook. He looks like he needs help.
Oh, I need help. It's not just the wording of things. It's fine. They're not.
Oh yes. What do you know? You. Companion. This one.
Fuck.
No. This one. What languages do you know? Okay. Okay. Not much.
Right.
So why were we telling them about being Dawn Marshals? Because that's not what I was getting at. I was just curious.
Oh, you were just bragging. Oh, okay. Well,
No,
alright.
I wasn't bragging. I asked a question.
Oh, I thought you were just going for it.
No. It was just out of curiosity.
Okay. Right.
Oh, so you... Okay. Well, okay, then please regard all previous things we said. Whether or not we are Dawn Marshals or not, it does not matter in the slightest.
They look at
Wow.
both of them look at you with a quizzical nature, and just like, do you have any other
Wow.
business you wish to attend to down here in the kilns, or can we escort you to the upper?
You can escort us up. I thought we were walking and talking, honestly.
Nope, we were just standing there next to the
Stood
shop.
still, Sasha.
Oh yeah, you were hiding behind me. Like,
Yes, I assumed we were walking along, and so I moved to position you between myself and Queglod.
And push
Wow.
Queglod while she's walking.
Yes!
Right.
She's small, it's easy to pick her up and move her along.
So rude.
Am I wrong, though?
So, as you are taken from the kilns, as you proceed to be led through, you can see the area to the side where the large staircase goes up the side of a large column, leading to that box office, which you know to be the Forge Marshal's quarters and office. As you head further on, just beyond that, you can see what looks to be a very broad, probably about 25-foot wide staircase that just goes up, that proceeds to scale upwards before coming to a landing and going back round. As you climb it, the guards lead you up. You can see there's a few guards on either side. You can see a few people travelling up and down this general area. As you reach the top, you can see what looks to be a large checkpoint area, with several guards currently standing there as you're let through. And they go, alright, if you want to get back down, you're going to need to either have an audience with the Forge Marshal, or you're going to need to have the Forge Master's permission.
Okay. Where's the paperwork to fill out for the Forge Masters thing?
That will be something that they'll organize. Otherwise, you look for the large. You can't really miss it. It's one of the larger white buildings in the trade area.
Right.
You'll find your way around. And they gesture and they walk away, heading back down the stairs.
Okay. So you can get an audience potentially if we try and sell something or not sell something. How do I word this for better use? Is bribe him with something that he wants to see? That makes sense. It does in my head.
I mean, we know nothing about him.
No, but the guards said that, if there's something that piques his interest. Do we have anything that might pique his? I mean, obviously he loves weapons and forging, and he's a forge master. You'd think something exotic might pique his interest.
My bows are exotic.
Oh,
Look, you.
Stupid idea. I'm sorry.
You're standing about 10 foot away from the checkpoint guards, who kind of just look and go like, huh?
He makes
I
a lot
will
of
throw you
weird
through the
jokes,
window.
he's an elf.
Weird elven saying. Apologies. Apologies.
The two guards look at each other and like, huh? They turn and they say something in Undercommon. You can see they turn, they look at one of the drow and they say something. And you watch he kind of makes almost a disgusted face and says something back in Undercommon. As they gesture towards you.
I know you're being rude about high elves. I know you are, and it's entirely warranted.
They
God.
they all just look at you, and the two of the Druid just go look. Like, all right, fine. Just raising their hands up. The drow's there, just looks you up and down. Okay.
I'm sorry about
And
him.
just shakes his
Hey.
head and goes back to standing guard.
Fucking drow.
Oh, you fuck off. Come on, let's go. I'm dragging
Make
him
me.
away.
Wow. Okay.
I'm physically dragging him away.
Make me a strength check, both of you.
God, why?
Yep.
Right, Chris, I can't roll.
Sasha, 19 plus 4 versus
Yep.
3 plus 2.
Sasha, okay, Harlan, you know what happened if we both rolled ones there? You're gonna pull by my arm and it's gonna pop off.
Yeah, but I didn't. So I'm just picking you up and dragging you away.
As the hand reaches through the disguise,
Sasha. Oh,
grabs
oh,
No, I
grabs
let go
Sovak.
immediately when I realized.
to disguise self. You reach through and then you immediately realize like, oh, I can't drag Sovak.
Yeah. Just come on.
Fake
This is
nose,
gonna be a
bitch.
pain. This is gonna
Okay,
be
I'm
such
coming,
a
I'm coming.
pain.
Just fucking
Okay.
mess with you.
Passing out of the checkpoint building, your immediate vision goes to a completely new area where you've been in pitch black this entire time, barring a few basic torches around the place. You open up into a much larger cavern. There seems to be torches placed around various portions of the city. As you look up into a large ravine-like structure, almost in a perfect cone V shape, but it's more elongated and drawn out for more of a natural crack in the earth. You look atop and you can see the roof several hundred feet up of the roof of this place, just coming in and cutting it off from natural light above. You can see to the right and the left the various what look to be plateaus with buildings on, made out of stone or a dark iron, as they are placed in 5 different plateaus in almost ring band shapes around the ravine itself. And in the center, directly above you, you can see what looks to be a series of large hanging rocks and buildings, currently being held up by, from what you can tell from this angle, what looks to be chains and what looks to be natural iron and rock, kind of forged into it.
Okay, is this where the shops are?
You can see 3 large metal bridges reaching from that central plateau, and you can see guards lining it and very few people crossing it.
Excellent. Right.
To the right and left of your current place on your ground floor where you are, you can see what looks to be a series of guard buildings and a set of large staircases on either side that go straight up through each of the bands, just cutting up. But the slope of it is rather steep for a staircase.
Okay. Right. Dwarven structures and things confuse me. I'm not used to this. Sasha, any idea where we are within this? What is this?
Like that, talking to the guards. that's
What do I roll to know where this is, Chris?
Probably survival
I know
disadvantage because you've never been to an underground dwarven city before.
Yeah, roll it, Chris.
That's
16 or 17?
20.
You are somewhere at the base of Cragganvil. Above the kilns, wherever this is, you can see the bands and districts. He said somewhere in the middle, so probably the 3rd band is where you want to go for trade and stuff.
okay.
We want to head up to the 3rd band for trade and stuff. And the Forge Master would be where precisely? They mentioned a big building. Would that be on
Big
the 3rd?
white building.
The big
They said in the trade area.
They said the big white building was where you will find the buildings that will help you get to the Forge Master. They didn't tell you
Right.
where the Forge Master was.
Okay. Can I see a big white building from here?
From this angle, no.
Right. I vote we follow Sasha's dwarven insight and go to the 3rd?
I am the dwarf of guiding.
Yes. Guide me, dwarf of guiding.
Hi ho, hi ho.
We're gonna get
To
lost.
the Forge Master we go. Hi ho, hi ho. No. Oh.
Sasha, how do we get there? I'm gonna guess it's up these really tall
Yes,
stairs.
just follow the stairs. Yes.
Excellent.
God, this is worse than going to IKEA.
It is, isn't it? What's IKEA?
What is this IKEA you're talking about?
Oh, it's an interdimensional pocket world thing. You get trapped there a lot. Labyrinth style.
It sounds horrible.
To get out, you have
Good
to
job I
complete
can
a puzzle.
dispel.
The food's nice, though.
It's called building a piece of furniture.
Furniture
One piece missing.
all of the time. Excellent.
People paying for IKEA stuff are suckers. What you do is over this place is 6 months. Is you just order bits that you say were missing from the box and then build it.
Perfect.
Get this
Right.
for free.
Oh yeah, you know, drag it out. Why not? Okay, so I am, providing everyone's okay to move on, gonna try and go upstairs to the middle platform.
Okay.
Works for me.
That's
Let's go.
Alright, everyone,
Much
make
of a
me a
plan.
constitution check.
Alright.
Is this one that I also have to make, Chris?
Yes, because you can still get tired. Oh, I know, do you suffer points of exhaustion? I believe you do.
I do, yes.
You suffer 1 less, though, when you do your points of exhaustion. Sasha, that's
Yes.
2, but you have advantage because of your stout nature.
Yay!
Because you're a dwarf. Is anybody else stout? That's a 5.
I don't
It's
know.
still a
what
10 at
stout
least.
is.
You're not.
I'm not. I got 19 anyway.
19, Sovak.
The Constitution, that was a 4 plus. 4.
Uses my
Queglod?
divine intervention now.
27.
Wait,
Fucking Queglod.
Constitution check, not save.
Oh shit.
Check. Okay, that's fine. 22 then.
Okay. I was gonna
No,
say, like,
23. My apologies.
I was like, 27? How have you got 24 con? That doesn't read right.
Could have rolled a
Alright.
20.
But you did get a natural 20, so it is with +5,
Yeah.
so technically 28.
Nice.
So,
All works out.
yeah. And actually, no, it's
I
not.
mean, I'm hoping just.
You
the
have,
natural 20
you
is
actually
enough
have
to-
your stout nature, so you would have had advantage, but it doesn't matter because you're a natural 20 anyway. So, your Queglod, you are perfectly fine climbing these stairs, although they are relatively steep. The steps are, they aren't too difficult to climb. They are built for someone of your size, same as Sasha. However, Sasha's finding it a little bit difficult with the recent battle taking place. Obviously, it seems to have taken quite a bit of drain out of her and the amount of walking she's already had to do. Sovak, it's very uncomfortable walking up these stairs for you. Your slightly taller physique is finding it rather difficult to
Fucking
take steps, as it
dwarf.
seems to be almost like a 1.5 steps for you, which is a bit annoying. Rook, it's kind of the same for you, but you can do 2 steps at the same time, simply because you are that one bit larger. And you're finding that not as difficult to do with your allies following suit. Malcom?
16.
Okay, you're fine. As you also find it, even though it's a little bit more difficult with your size, you're still okay climbing it. And you will go into the 3rd layer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Passing by several Duragar and Drow on the way, you can see the stone here is more of a kind of a darker brown coloration, some bits of more of a blacker coloration further towards your left and field. As you're travelling up, you can see the buildings here are carved out of the stone or just carved into it for the side of this ravine. You can see semblances of old iron veins as more of a decorative scene, along with, strangely enough, what look to be trees growing in this very, very dark scenario with the torches just about the place. The trees seem to be of what looks to be a darker brown wood and resemble that of a pine tree. But they are few and far between around the area here. Travelling up to the 3rd layer, you can see that this area gets a lot busier as you're getting further up in the rings. You can see it's just getting more and more busy, with the thickness of people now becoming much more apparent here, as you have a bunch of dwarven Duragar currently shouting at one another, people trying to sell you things. You can see Drow also proceeding to rile up as well, as they're shouting and talking, as quite a lot of you stick out amongst the top of the crowd here.
Huh. I
The
can see over a lot of people here.
The layer here flattens out, and you can see there's quite a lot of just general buildings that are well crafted here. Straight ahead of you, you can see what looks to be a more pearlescent silver building. Just in front of you, the bricks seem to have in between them. They have almost like a black resin in between each of the cut bricks for this place, and you can see several individuals travelling in and out of this place itself. And
Just a sillion, I think that's where we want to go.
you can see what seems to be a large sign on the top of it, just ever so slightly swinging from one place to another, called the Purse Cutters.
Interesting.
Nice, nice. Excellent.
Instantly, my hand goes to my purse.
Okay, make me an investigation check.
Oh, like make me an investigation check, Chris.
15.
Yeah, and it's -1.
Minus
14.
1. Okay, your purse is in check.
Perfect.
Hmm.
Not even. Okay. Is there a shop around that I could buy this 15-foot of chain?
Make me an investigation check with advantage.
Okay. Oh, watch me do this badly. That is
Double 16.
16 or a 16, and
So-
investigation is 1, so 17.
17. It doesn't take long as you quickly look around and scan the area. There are hundreds of people here. There are individuals just standing around, seemingly with small carts, just selling things. You can see more dedicated shops lining the wall of this area, selling all manner of goods. You can see large stalls of individuals selling things. But most of the people seem to be traveling in and out of this large, kind of silver pearlescent building. Looking around, you can see a number of individuals who'd be able to sell you chain. They seem to be working with metal in one way or another for selling works. Just depends on who you want to go to.
Okay, I am gonna go to whoever is nearest.
Okay.
Ask them if they have 15 foot of enchanted chain? It had to be enchanted, didn't it? Was it enchanted? I'm pretty sure you said it needed to be.
No, I thought it was regular chain.
No, it becomes
No.
enchanted when it infuses to your. Oh no, it had to be enchanted for it to infuse to
To
your.
infuse,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
But the basic enchantment is just it needs to be magical, which is just a 200
Magical,
GP
that's
extra.
Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to ask for 15-foot magical chain.
Okay.
Dark
Looking around,
steel.
as you go to the nearest individual, the dwarf who's there leans over and goes, "No, we don't do enchanted chain. If you're looking for that kind of fancy stuff, you'll want to head into the Emporium."
Right. Okay. I'm going to go back to the guys and say, guys, I think we need to go to the Emporium. And I'm assuming that's the big white building. I didn't actually ask. What a plank.
Quite unfortunate for
Well,
you.
we can head over there once you're done. Alternatively, if you just need very basic enchantments, you could get a regular chain in Ireland shop for you.
Can
you would
you?
have to wait to get back to Adamant.
It's alright. I'll just grab it here. Means less to
Oh.
carry. It's cool. No worries. Right. Excellent. So, I'm good to go to the Emporium. Does anyone have anything they want? Outside.
Look, let's just go inside. I mean, no one wants to get split up.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm
Queglod.
probably gonna have
Queglod.
to.
Do you want to ride on my shoulders, Queglod?
No.
What about my shoulders, Queglod?
No.
I'm.
Mine?
Oi.
What's that, Malcolm?
I'm probably gonna have to stay outside. They probably won't let Orman be inside, and Orm's still hurt from the fight. So
That's Orm's fault.
I'm going to.
Why are you like this,
Then-
Sasha?
My
Sorry,
parents died.
Okay.
Oh.
But Bern and Fang will stay out with Orm and B if they can't enter, so that you
No,
can
I'll
enter.
stay out. I want to stay out.
Okay.
I'm gonna be sending Featherwing in so I can at least still know what's going on.
Okay.
Why don't you just try to see if they let them in? I mean, they haven't said no. They might let them in.
I mean, they might not. It depends on what happens. If they don't, I'm staying out.
Okay, no worries. But give it a shot. Never know. Okay, so we're going to the Emporium then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Heading
okay.
closer towards the Emporium, which is also known as the Purse Cutters,
Cool.
you proceed to travel to closer towards it, carving a way through the people here. There's not really much work that needs to be done, as a very strange troop moving through does attract a lot of ire here, as a lot of people are just kind of looking, and there's a little bit of staring, but not that much. They have seen travelers before. Just a troop just suddenly coming through is probably news to them.
Friendly waves. Friendly waves.
As you get closer and you get further into the Emporium, the large archway before you with the kind of weird spherical openings of windows in the sides of this building, You travel in and you can see it opens up drastically to a larger interior. This is just the edge of what looks to be a large domed structure built into this wall. You can see on the inside that same kind of white pearlescent silver stonework on the masonry on the inside. You can see various areas of almost like office booth construction. Kind of the same as the outside, kind of street market, along with more dedicated buildings for general shop work. In here seems to be very busy. There are a lot of people working here. You can see a central water fountain. This place is a lot more decorated than the other areas of the city that you've seen so far. You look around, you can see guards lining various areas of this, and several booths and salesmen currently trying to sell their wares here. You see off to a far right-hand side, this will be mostly Queglod here because of the dark vision. You can see off to the far right-hand side what looks to be a slightly larger building, again cut into the side of this, seemingly as its own extension to this.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Okay, I will look for a stall. Is there many stalls nearby, or is it all shops?
There are some dedicated shops further towards the back. Most of what's here just seems to be the same as outside.
Okay. Right. I will approach the closest one and ask if they sell, merchant, ask if they sell magical chain.
As you approach, you see a drow elven figure currently there. She seems to be serving one customer, and as you approach, after finishing up with them, she turns to you and goes, "How can I help you?"
Hi, can I buy 15 foot of magical chain?
Magical chain? You're probably going to want to speak to Danzo. She points over past you towards towards one of the buildings and shops on the other side of the Emporium.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He'll handle your request. Say Letha sent you.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. I could go back to the party and say, I'm going to head over to that shop. Does anyone want to come with me? Need anything from shop? Anything. Shop.
Fuck it, why not?
I don't
Wait,
really
unless-
need anything, but I'll take a look.
I mean, unless we've got like a lead on where, on like, I'd rather we all go to see the Forge Master together. So, you know, if you're going somewhere, I'm gonna stick along.
Cool. Well, I've got the name of the shop person. His name's Danzo, so I'm going to ask him if he has any idea on how to meet the Forge Master.
That's clever. Let's do that.
What do you think? Okay, right. So to the shop. Da la la.
Okay. Making your way over, you proceed to travel across the outside of this. You can see a very well-made shop front. You can see a few Duragar on the inside, and the sounds of the people on the outside seems to dim as you head further in. As you enter into this interior, the air and the atmosphere of this area changes quite a bit, from the very bustling and busy atmosphere into a warmer interior of carpet, which is rather welcome. The colours of it seem to be more of a vibrant and purple colours. The lights are well lit on either side. You can see books and weapons in display cases. You can see to the back of this what looks to be a large iron golem currently just standing against the back wall, its head currently bowed, and a large dark steel greatsword below it as it stands there, head bowed to what's going on here. And you see a drow currently sat behind the desk, currently flicking through a book slightly, reading glasses on. Rather short hair, but streaked back into 2 points at the back of his head. You can see the greying of age as white is coming into the lower portions of his hair closer to his ears, and the rest of it is a same dark coalish black, same as his skin as he's just sat there. Very angular features as you approach.
Excellent. I'm going to approach him and ask if he's Danzo.
That is correct, I am Danzo. You after anything?
Excellent. I have come to purchase 15 foot of magical chain.
Easy enough. Anything special about it, or just magical chain?
No, just to be magical infused. I was sent by Leafa.
Ah, yes. It's good to know. He takes a small notebook, reaches over, writes something down in it. Alright, thank you. Magical chain, dark steel, or...
Yes, please.
Okay, that'll run you about... 250.
Deal. Cool. No
Easy
worries.
enough.
250. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
He gets up, goes over to one portion, pulls a box out of a one of the shelf units, pulls out the chain and just places it on the table. There you go. That should be give or take 15. Should be about 20-ish foot, but that should be fine.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Also, I have a thing. So, we would like to seek, me and my party, or companions, would like to seek an audience with the Forge Master. Do you have any idea on how to go about doing that?
If you're after the Forge Master's attention, you're going to probably want to put forward that you're interested in speaking to him. If you're after that, you'll need to head to the letterpress. They're the ones who'll take care of that. It's the larger building on that should be about 2 buildings over from here on the left.
Okay. Do you have any advice on how to win the favour of trying to get an audience with him? Or increase our chances?
Give him some information he doesn't know. That's usually a good way of getting it. But other than that, not very few get audiences with the Forge Master. If you...
I mean, I definitely have information he doesn't have, but I've already...
He has... He's quite well connected with everything. He knows quite a lot of information. So even if you think you have information, he probably already knows it.
Okay.
With regards to it all, he will... You'll get a response from whether he's interested probably in about a couple of hours. And if he is interested, you'll probably be called into his office in about an hour after that. He's not a very busy man.
Okay. So, say we were to have a strangely forged weapon or something like that. Was that likely to pique his interest?
Potentially. Something like that could work, but you'd need to tell him a lot more than just a strangely forged weapon. If it was something like that, they'd expect you to at least go to somebody who'd be able to identify it first. You'd need to come with references, people who have tried before you, that kind of thing.
Right, excellent.
What if it's cursed to be unidentifiable?
I'll see about that. If you want, I can see about if it would be unidentifiable. It will cost you 15 gold pieces, if for such a rare item. I can do that.
Okay.
I mean,
It
when I
would
say
get you your
unidentifiable, I mean there are
reference.
consequences when people try, so be careful.
That is true.
Like,
It's
can we get you to
true.
sign something that if this thing like does anything bad to you, you're not gonna get angry at us?
It'll be fine.
Okay. Just don't touch it, or if you do, don't touch it for long, because it does have negative repercussions. But, let's get my axe out.
Can
It's like-
confirm, made my arm go numb for a week. Okay, it wasn't a week, it was like a day or two, but still.
Excellent.
Same.
Cool. So, this axe has been passed down for centuries in my family.
Are you placing it on the table?
Yes, gently. I don't want to break the table. It's passed down for centuries in the family. Due to its nature, no one else can touch this weapon. I've been informed that it was forged from meteorite, and it absorbs enchantments? Yeah, enchantments. Also, this chain was to be added to that thing, so I am going to put the chain on the axe, and
Okay.
please, dear God, absorb the chain.
You attach it to the end. You watch as the chain almost magnetically strikes to the edge of it. The end of it breaks open of one of the links before it clamps around the base of the axe, before it begins to almost form a coil as it attaches the chain to the end of it.
Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted it to do.
He watches the process. You watch as he pulls out a. He kind of reaches over to one such desk, rifles through it a little bit, pulls out what looks to be one of the eyepieces, and he places it over his eye, and proceeds to take a look through it. Pulls on a set of what looks to be silken gloves as he places his hands over it, and you watch as the blade, or the axe blade, ever so slightly raises off of the table. He begins to slowly rotate it as he twists one hand forward and the other hand back, as it slowly rotates in place as he holds it there. Huh. Well, you weren't wrong about the meteorite. In terms of enchanting, though, it's as you say, it's unidentifiable. And he places it down on the table.
Yes, I come
I
across
reckon
that
that'll get
quite
his
a lot.
attention.
If it's unidentifiable and individuals like us can't identify it, I don't think he can. Which means it may strike his attention, but at the same time it may also mean he finds it a waste of time. You can try though, and if you want a letter of approval, that'll be 50 gold.
God, this guy's making me hemorrhage money. Okay, right.
Yeah,
So
let's get the letter. Just
So it's
To be
50,
fair, I get
15
it.
gold for the identification,
Yep,
and then 50
then
gold for the letter.
50. Cool, so that's cost me 65 gold. 65 gold, excellent.
In addition to the
Okay.
250 from the chain, but yeah.
Alright, I will get the letter as well. Then,
He takes it,
and
opens up his notepad, just makes down a few quick notes, jotting a few things down, tears it off, and goes, "How much do you actually know about it?" The axe.
the axe. Not a whole lot. I'm currently on a quest to find out sort of its origins or why it is as
Any
it is.
information that you think I should know before I write this off?
It's definitely connected to a curse. We know that much.
Yes, I cannot equip any other weapon. I can't even touch another weapon before it just disintegrates. So
He writes that down as well.
Excellent, cool.
I personally think he should use that to try and destroy things we don't like. Might work.
You watch as he puts the gloves back on and hovers it in the air before you watch as he draws and traces a few symbols in the air. I think Sasha and Malcom, you might be the only ones who know what these symbols are.
Oh.
But Malcom, you can't say anything because you're on B. You're seeing through. Actually, no, they didn't stop you. Sorry. So yeah, you just went.
Yeah,
through.
they didn't stop me. I'm
Yeah,
still
so
there.
you are
What?
there.
What?
You see
what do
him
I see?
casting Dispel Magic
Oh.
Oh.
as he's attempting to draw the symbols through the air. You watch as the spell concludes. All right. As it finalizes, you watch as the spell rebounds and he is shot backwards into the wall, taking
Oh shit.
22 points of bludgeoning damage as he hits the back wall. You watch as a few of the boxes off of the shelves fall. You see a lot of the customers kind of look over and see this.
I try and catch whatever boxes I can.
The Iron Golem immediately activates as the shopkeeper Danzo just raises his arm. The Iron Golem stops moving and then goes back to its stationary position. Make
I cast
me.
Cure Wounds.
Yeah. So Sasha making a dexterity check. Natural 20. Like the scene from Spider-Man, you jump forward, catching each of the boxes in play before finally catching the last one in your head. Nothing falling out, as you have caught every last object here.
Right. If
Nice
you can
catch.
get these off me, I'll heal you up.
I will
I'm
heal
gonna
it.
help
Casting
Sasha
Cure
with the,
Wounds. Go ahead and roll me a D8,
Yeah.
Malcom.
away.
What did you say, Queglod?
I'm gonna, I guess, help Sasha with the boxes.
Okay. Helping the boxes off and placing them down. You can see various
10.
instruments here and other bits. 10. Okay. So he's healed by 10 hit points. As he gets up, he. You weren't kidding. So it's also undispellable as well.
Yeah, sorry. We hadn't tested that one out because we just assumed it wouldn't work, and
Well, now you know.
Yeah.
Thank you, and I'm so sorry about that.
A tier, it might work at a higher level, but a tier 5 spell magic didn't work. It's rather intriguing. He hovers the blade back into the air. Anything else you know about the blade? Or do you want me to just tell you what I know about it?
What was its name?
Astral Edge.
Okay. Well, whatever language its name is written in, I don't understand it.
Okay.
He's going to perform another spell. Bern would recognize this, and I think you might as well, Malcom. Not sure. As he casts Comprehend Languages.
No. I can't learn comprehend language.
It's
I
not,
can. I just don't.
It's not comprehensible. That's interesting. So you know the name
Yeah.
of this blade, but nobody else can.
Well, I mean, he can tell us,
I
but we
mean-
can't understand it as a word.
You also
Yeah,
can't
that is
understand it
true.
through simple identification either.
Yeah. It's weird. It's very
Are
weird.
you aware of the what look to be symbols along the side of it? One of them seems to be slightly glowing.
Oh.
Yes, on my journey towards Adamanthia,
Yep.
Yeah.
I come across a druidic circle at night, and a symbol lit up on the druidic circle, which was a crescent moon. At the same time, the symbol on the hill, which was a crescent moon, also lit up. I don't know what relevance that has, but it was a thing.
There's one. There are 4 more by the looks of it.
Yes.
You know of those?
Yes. Let me go through my mind book.
So I could
Yes.
so just go like roll intelligence check for mind book.
Well, you know. Yes, it's a flickering flame, a fist, a dragon skull, and a humanoid form with bat wings, or backlight wings. I don't know what relevance they have either.
No, me neither. But, well. Well, either way, if you know that much, that's as much as I know. Certainly has been an interesting experience being blasted against my back wall. He takes the final boxes and he proceeds to place them back against the back in their rightful place.
Yes. Sorry about that.
That's fine. These things happen. Here's your notice and letter. Just add it with your commission, and that'll be sent to the Forge Master. Were you
Brilliant.
after anything else while you were here? Just in general to the rest of you?
I
or-
don't suppose you have any magic shields?
Yes, of course. Just basic, or
What kind of fancy things have you got?
let's see. After anything in particular, or just shields?
Just shields in general. I'm looking for an upgrade. I hold up my shield.
Well, are you after something made of dark steel or something fancier?
I mean, fancy is
If you're
fine.
after
It's just a matter of what you
if you're
got.
after a basic dark steel shield, which will be magically imbued to better protect you, that is certainly a possibility. That kind of thing would run you about. Let me quickly remember my prices here. That would run you about. I kind of want to say 750 GP. I am going to quickly check though. Is this what I'm looking for? This is what I'm looking for. That kind of thing would run you about. Ooh. You'll just have something that's basic protection, correct? Just better at what it does?
Better at what it does. I mean, I wouldn't mind anything that snaps back at whoever hits me, but You know how it is.
If
I'm
you're
good
after
with
just a
whatever.
basic protective shield, you're probably looking at something like probably do 1,800 for a basic protective shield. If you're after something stronger, something a little bit more interesting, they do have one.
To clarify, when you say protected shield, you mean like a plus one, right?
+1, yeah.
Cool, thanks. Just got it. I need to check.
The only other one that I do have is a stalwart shield.
What does that do?
Well, for one, it's much more protective than the regular protective shield you would otherwise want. It would
Just a bit meta, Chris, but what does that mean? Okay, thank you.
It's a better protective shield. It'd be a lot better at what you would potentially be looking for.
Right.
It's got a special effect that you can't be moved by force. If something were to push you back, you find yourself being stuck in place.
Does that include being picked up, or is that just being moved around?
That's being moved around. If something would push, pull, or knock you down, then it would. But if it's something like being picked up or being held down, then no, it wouldn't. In other words, if a wind would knock you prone, push, or pull you, then you are unaffected.
That sounds pretty useful, right, guys?
It does sound quite useful.
Yes, that's pretty good.
I can think of a lot of situations where that would be helpful.
Yes, it is rather pricey. This is one of the rarer trinkets that I've come across, and stands at about 26,000 gold. If you're after something
a little bit pricey.
If you're after something less pricey, shields-wise, there aren't that much. Otherwise, you'd be looking for the military-grade tower shields.
Is that something that we're not allowed to buy because it's military grade, or is that something
You'd need permission for the Forge Master and a permit before I can sell you those.
Right. How much would that cost were we to get a permit?
Military grade, you're looking at about 5,500.
Right.
That isn't unpayable.
It would be it's a +1 shield, but in addition to when you take the dodge action, you also gain half cover, which is a +2 to your AC and dexterity saving throws.
That's pretty nice.
Cool.
It's only when you take the dodge action, notably.
Yeah, but to be fair, that would mean I could become an even more absurd tank.
That's true. That kind of thing I could sell to you. It's military grade, it's mass produced. I could sell you something like that, but as it is, unfortunately, not anything else.
Oh, well, obviously we'll have to talk to the Forge Master first, but I do want to check. Do you take gemstones as payment?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Sorry, it's just we've got a lot of them at the moment.
That's fine.
Right. Well,
gemstones are equal payment for us. It's just a matter of who you're selling them to.
Sorry, up to top side. There's a lot of people that are get a little bit finicky about it.
Well, the rest of you are dwarves.
Yeah. Look. You're in a dwarven city. You might as well be. You for all intents and purposes, you've been around us long enough. And I mean this in a purely complimentary way. You might as well be a dwarf.
Well, that is true. He looks at the rest of you. Anything else?
No, I'm good, thank you.
No. I think that should be everything for now.
Healing potions. Any upgrades to your weaponry?
I was wondering if you could possibly help me, maybe finding out more about this holding up lighthouse a little bit. I know a little bit about it. I know that there is another effect I can activate with this, but I don't know how to access it.
Right, I see. I can identify it if you like. That is, again, going to be 15 GP. I assume from the looks of it, it's rather a unique item.
It is. Yeah. I hand over 15 gold. And I willingly hand over Lighthouse so it doesn't hurt him.
Oh. Alright, let me quickly look up. So what are you
Instant death.
particularly looking for this from? Or from this, sorry.
I'm looking for any hints or any clues about how to access the last awakened part of it.
Okay. So, he proceeds to perform the identification spell again. It hovers in the air. What you've got here is Lighthouse. Legendary quality staff. Typically made from a bright white wood. However, by the looks of it, it is attuned to its natural wielder. Provides additional spell power to its wielder. Also grants access to the basic cantrip of light. This is attuned to the natural wielder. Anybody who takes it forcefully proceeds to take damage. Good to know. While you're wielding this weapon, particular elemental damage in addition to the light and dark magic, you bypass natural elemental resistances. Interesting and powerful weapon. I must admit, that kind of thing would run you a lot more than anything I could sell you here. Nothing I'd be able to pay you either. I'd have to call in a lot of debts for that. A weapon like that, I'm sure if you made it known to the Forge Master, he probably would be a little bit more attentive to that.
Aha.
Again, I can write you up a description for 50 gold. That would be but saying that you have a weapon of that prestige would very much put you in his good graces. It shows that you're a powerful group containing and holding such an object. I'd also recommend that you don't go flashing such an object in the streets. Any magical individual might be able to tell its power, and they might want it. You'll paint a
Oh,
target
don't
on your
worry.
back.
We're very good at not dying and killing people.
Wonderful.
I didn't.
I'm teasing. We don't kill people. We beat them into unconsciousness and then take them to the guards.
We simply may more seriously injure. I
Yep.
understand.
Heroes, I understand.
He taps the leg of the Iron Golem.
That's fair.
Did
you make this yourself?
Who here speaks Elven or Sylvan?
B speaks Elven,
Okay.
so B will translate for me.
Sovak?
Question: What
Sylvan,
language
I
is B
suppose.
translating it into?
Draconic.
Yes. So she's also translating for me.
Okay. Well, I need. You can't let go of the dice, Sam.
Are we rolling for something? Yes or no?
Yes, you and B are rolling for perception here.
All right, B, come on, please.
Big money, big money,
Come
big
on,
money, big
Sir.
money.
Ah!
Oh,
B perception
9.
9.
10.
Nope, not enough.
Does it know
10.
both
Not enough.
Sylvan and Elven, Chris?
No, it's just because I need to know languages that know the Elvish script, which is Elven and Sylvan, off
Yeah,
the top
that's
of my
fair.
head. There might be others as well. I think Primordial is something else. I will double check the
Might
languages
be
for
for
you
the
real
Fey
quick.
one.
Yeah, I don't. Wait, no, there isn't a Fey one. That is Sylvan.
Sylvan is of the Fey language.
Oh, right, that's how that works.
All
Okay.
right, let me get my player's handbook. That's not my player's handbook. That's my player's handbook. All right, I'll tell you the Elvish scripts in a moment, but for now, that kind of thing could be very useful. And again, I can write you up a description and potentially get you in his good graces.
Yeah, I hand over the
50
50.
gold. Elvish
Question,
script
though.
is also Undercommon, which I know none of you speak. So yeah, none of you speak it.
I've been picking up a few phrases. Bolero.
You should
I don't
say
know what that
stuff like
means,
that to
but I.
insult them. Stop. I think that's insulting their mothers.
Oh, in that case, Sovak, you bolero.
You probably
You take that back, you son of a bitch.
you probably heard that from one of the dwarves, I imagine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Question:
Anything
How
else?
do I insult his daughter?
You don't have a
Roll me a
daughter.
persuasion check. Oh wait, no, I have to roll you the persuasion check.
Yay.
Oh god.
12.
12 plus 4.
I don't think we should be teaching him insults.
16.
You think?
He looks at you and goes, "No." You
Well,
can-
look, he'll agree with me. Look, Sovak, your daughter, she's awful, right?
Daughter-in-law, I believe.
Again, I don't have a daughter. That's my bitch of daughter-in-law. Not my actual daughter. But yes, she is an utter bitch. Like, world-endingly evil bitch. Not even exaggerating.
See?
Perfect. Right.
But still doesn't give you the right to
Anyway.
insult her.
Oh, look, she has fucked with us enough that we have every right to insult her. I had to listen to your grandson talk for more than 5 minutes.
You
Oh.
leave him out of this.
Do you like your grandson?
Yes, I like my grandson. You fucking tiefling.
Look, you.
I remember when you weren't allowed in places.
There are places I'm
Oh.
still not allowed in.
Good.
Wow, you're an asshole, Sovak.
Just a bit.
You two knock it
And
off, or
you-
I'll take you both outside.
Right, sorry about
I ain't
that.
afraid of you.
Has someone paid the 50 gold for him to write the thing?
Yes.
Yes,
Sudz did.
I did.
Wait, was it a him or a her?
Him.
Answer.
Right. Sorry, I forgot to check. Quick question: Did you make that golem yourself?
I did, yes.
Ooh, I've got a buddy of mine who's I'm thinking of making one of those naga, those metallic
An iron
mechanical
cobra.
naga thingies. Yes. Any tips?
Be a Ruspid or a member of the Weaving Order.
I mean, technically,
Or a
I'm
Dark
related to-
Tongue, depending on what you're looking for. If you're looking for
technically
that
I'm
kind of
related
info,
to
though,
our spirit, so
if you're looking for that kind of info, though, he leans forward a bit. Head to the oil pits. It's further down.
righty ho. Thank you very much.
Don't go asking
I'll keep
guards
that in
about the oil pits.
I
Ask
wasn't
any other
planning to.
Durga, however, and they will tell you where it is.
Thank you for the help. If you ever need anything, give us a call.
I don't think I'd be able to do that often. But I mean, if you're looking for work, then the Forge Master, or at the very least, the pressed letter is the way to go.
Anyways, did he find any hints? Or clues? Or
Hints
anything?
of what?
Hints or clues of how to unlock the
Oh,
next-
the lighthouse.
Yeah, for Lighthouse.
Not something of my expertise. If you're looking for that, you'll probably need to go into a higher tier of magic than Identify. There are some higher tiers. One that is more well known, particularly amongst potentially some of your lots, gesturing to Sasha. It's Legend Lore. It's a rather powerful spell, but its components are rather expensive.
Yes. So
if you're
someone
looking to
could
buy
provide me
those,
with-
that I can sell.
You can sell the components for Legend Lore?
Yeah, ivory is something that isn't traded that often, so it does have to be. It will come at a slightly higher price than what it would otherwise redeem. But the incense is rather easy. It'll be a darker incense, so it will smell more bitter because it's grown down here, but it works otherwise.
Sasha, if I buy the components, could I get you to use Legend Lore on the axe?
Yes.
Excellent.
much are the
Same goes for everyone here. If buy me incense and get me the
Ivory.
4 ivory strips and I'll and some incense and that's fine.
How much
Cool.
how much incense is needed?
250
250.
GPs worth of incense and 450 GPs worth of ivory strips, which from this guy, because their ivory is very hard to come by down here, it's 50 GPs worth of ivory strips, but you'll have to pay an additional 10 GP tax. So that will
import
be
fees.
yeah, effectively. So it'll be 240 GP overall for that plus the
Well,
250 for one
unfortunately,
use.
I just barely went underneath of being able to buy that from using the money to.
The
for
ivory
Lighthouse.
strips aren't consumed. The 250 GPs worth of incense is. So if you can buy that,
Oh.
so long as somebody
I'll
else is
buy
buying
the
the ivory
ivory.
Yeah,
strips, it's fine.
I can buy incense.
Okay, I'm gonna buy the ivory and the incense for Astrolage, and then Sudz can get the incense for his.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Cool.
I have a
How
lot
much
of
do you
incense in
want?
store, so
Yes.
how much do you want? I have up to 2,000 GPs worth.
I have. I'll
The
buy
4
enough
ivory strips I
what I
can get
need.
for you now while you quickly discuss how much you would want. He
Okay.
turns around and
Ivory
heads
strips.
over to one of the boxes, pulls it off the
Cool.
shelf, rummages through it, and pulls out 4 very well crafted ivory strips that seem to be made from some form of tusk.
Oh, I should say, I will need a nap before I can cast it, by the way. Just warning you.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
we all
fine.
need to take a rest.
Taverns are on the next ring up.
Next thing up. Thank you for that information.
Danzo, can I
Okay.
say, you are the most helpful person I've met here. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Literally.
You're just a nice person.
I don't know if it feels genuine coming from Sovak, but
Hey! I mean it!
I'm a businessman and you're buying a bunch of stuff. Plus, if there's anything else you're looking for, I can probably provide it, provided it's not too powerful.
That
Cool.
makes sense. You
excellent.
just want more
Um,
money out of us, so of course you do.
Yeah. Right. How much is the ivory strips, and how much incense do we need for one cast?
500 GP for 2 uses.
250
I
GP
can only
per
pay
use.
for. Yeah, I
Okay.
can only pay for mine.
So I'll pay for mine and the ivory strips then.
Right.
Now,
So
keep in
can I
mind with
just add-
Legend Lore, you don't get to choose the information you're given, and I will ask you what information you know about it already to give you information you might not know.
Mhm.
So
Well,
keep that in
now we
mind.
know all that we know.
Yeah, we now know all we know.
True,
of-
but Legend Lore is wider known knowledge. So this is lore of who previously wielded it, where it was found, how it was forged, things like that.
Well, that's all information I don't have, so it benefits me greatly.
Yeah. Oh, and I'd also like another 500 GP of incense.
Okay.
And I hand over 500. Well,
Okay. So you pay
50
1,000
platinum
GP or 100 platinum pieces. As he takes those, he gives you the incense. He gives 250 to
no,
you.
no.
Malcolm.
Because we're adding all of it together. So
Yeah,
okay. Sorry, I thought you were like
250 to Malcolm. Rook, you pay the 250 as well, but you're also paying the 240 for the ivory strips.
So that's 500 platinum.
Yep.
No,
And then
500
490.
gold.
490. But yeah.
Do you mind if I just add that to my incense box? Because I've got an incense box already, and I'm going
Yeah.
to be using them on
Yeah,
you
go for it.
guys.
I mean,
I
just
was giving it
cool.
straight to you anyway.
okay. If that's the
Cool.
case, then yeah, just add that you now have 1,000 GPs worth of incense.
Yeah.
Are either of you looking for anything? Looking at Queglod and Sovak.
I'm fresh out of money.
Is there anything you want, Sovak? Just don't go crazy. I can buy you some
No,
arrows if you
you're
want.
Right, I've got to... Actually, do you have any arrows?
Looking for basic enchanted arrows, or are you looking for just cheapy?
Sorry. Quick thing. Sovak, don't you need a bow first?
He's got
I
a bow.
have a bow, you dimwit.
Yeah, he brought a bow.
He got a dark steel bow. He didn't get a war bow because he couldn't.
Oh, I
wield
forgot
it.
about that.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Sorry.
Feck's
What arrows
sake.
do you need?
That's just some simple +1 arrows.
Okay. How
So
many?
looking for
If
some
you're
more
willing.
damage dealing ones. Okay. Do keep in mind that in terms of what your weapon will do, both of them will need to be enchanted to actually affect certain creatures.
Both of them. Okay, that's duly noted.
Hmm.
I don't normally do bows, but I found a situation where this was quite neat.
Sorry if you can hear a buzzing. There's a big fat fly in here again.
No worries.
Stab it! Stab it with a rapier.
Don't stab it. I'm going to open the window and let it out.
Throw some Warhammer at it, Chris.
Oh my god.
Alright, he's gone.
That'd be an
Good riddance.
expensive way of getting rid of
Yeah.
a
Throw
fly.
some termagants at it, Chris. They got pointy tails.
Use them like throwing knives.
I was thinking darts.
Either way.
True.
If you're looking for basic arrows, I can do something. How many are you after?
Oh, just a quiver's worth. I'm not looking for loads. Just
20?
yeah, 20 sounds like a good number.
Yeah, 50 gold.
Have a quick-
How
Right,
much gold?
I'll foot that.
50
50.
gold.
50 gold. 50 gold. Yes, thank you, Rook. You are a very kind person.
If you're looking to get your
Okay.
bow enchanted, that on the other hand is going to be more expensive. You're going to be looking at...
That'll be fine.
Bam.
What about you? Looking at Queglod.
I don't really need anything at the moment. So
Okay.
got certain hold on to my money for.
Right. Any
Hey,
other
Bern,
components
what
you're
would-
looking for?
Hey, Bern, what would you like? I'd like.
I'm looking
to
for
bu-
nothing because I'm broken and poor again.
I'd like to give all my items over to Sasha. What? Oh, how nice of you, Bern.
I think Bern is broken and poor.
Yeah, probably.
Always.
Dear me.
See, how much does he have in his inventory? Never mind. He's got 105 plat, so he's got a bit.
There you go. He's not poor at all. Right. Excellent. So is there... So is that it? Have we got the letters and...
That should be it all, yeah.
Cool.
Come back
Excellent.
if you're
So-
needing anything.
Well, thank you
Will
for
do.
all your help and...
He hands
Sorry.
he hands each of you who bought something, so everybody other than Queglod and Bern, he hands each of you a lollipop.
Yay!
Also,
Lollipop!
Gax is still here and didn't buy anything. Wait, no, is Gax still here? Did
Gax went to a
disappear?
tavern and he's proceeding to cast teleportation circle out of here.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah.
he was finding a tavern. He was going to stay there, and then if he couldn't find you guys, he was just going to head home, which I think was now. So you might need to pick up on more chalk, unless you split. the
Oh,
Well, he
chalk
doesn't have
between
all the chalk. Bern has
Bern-
the other load
yeah.
of chalk. Remember?
Bern has chalk.
Oh, okay. So if
Yeah,
Bern
it
has
was
the chalk.
split.
Oh, okay.
He got enough so that he can be able to use his teleportation circle, and the rest went to Bern.
Yeah. So actually, Gax needs to go buy his own chalk.
Gax has money. He goes and buys chalk and leaves.
Wow. He couldn't have given us
Wow.
his money first, could he? Honestly.
What a useless
mean-
slut.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry he's a bard. It was all I could think of. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Before we leave,
Oh no.
I'm. What,
What
did
he
what
call
flavor
it?
is the lolly?
what
Right.
did he call it? The building that we were supposed to go to take care
Press,
of
the pressed letter.
Yeah.
I've wrote it down.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Do we know where it is?
Yes, it's the other big building. He pointed 2 buildings over to the left of when you leave the door, which is the big building you saw on the opposite side of the dome.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we knew where it was or not, cause
Cool. No, that's the plan. What's the time?
You don't know.
Quarters to 9.
hold on. I should.
You're welcome.
Right, so we don't know. Excellent. Cool. Right. Okay, then shall we go to the press letter with our 2 letters?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
To the press letter. We go!
Alright,
Rook,
then.
away!
So,
So the plan is to tell them about the about Lighthouse and
Astrology and
yes.
hope that maybe we'll get some audience.
we could bring up the Dawn Marshal thing as well, although to be honest, they probably heard that from the guards already.
okay. So, as you head out into the street, going over to the pressed letter, you head inside the building, and you can see that you can see there's a few individuals currently standing in front of what looks to be, think like bank booths with what looks to be a front of glass in front of it, with kind of a slit underneath. You can see individuals currently lining and queuing and waiting, as individuals seem to be sliding in bits of paper and then they're handed several amounts of gold coins. Other individuals are giving gold coins in as well as receiving a slip of paper. You look around to your right and your left. There's two of these booths. Straight ahead, you can see the carpet leads forward into what looks to be a set of kind of square rooms, simple glass windows, and individuals who are currently sat there with a ledger, talking and writing things down, and individuals being handed pieces of paper. One of the booths, or one of the offices opens up as the individual kind of walks out, takes a quick look around, shouts out a name, and you see an individual gets up and walks in. You can see this place is very well guarded, and yeah, just looking around, they aren't wearing your casual military gear.
Right. Cool.
Interesting.
Okay, I guess we're gonna approach one of the booths then.
Okay.
Booths.
Getting in queue with your massive party,
Perfect.
you get
Wait,
into
wait. Each one of us should go to a different queue. That way,
there's
we'll be
only
more
two
likely
queues,
to get.
so
Oh.
What we do is we all find a different queue, and then as we get to be the next person, we call everyone over.
That
We'll
doesn't sound
converge.
romantic, does it?
that's just evil.
It's not just evil; it's a valid tactic. It's
It's-
called working the system.
No. All right.
Creative use of world mechanics.
No.
Like, out of character, but that only the British could think of something that complicated when it comes to a queue.
It involves queues,
Honest-
so it's
I've had to do it
understandable.
at the cinema with my family.
Queue strategy,
Mhm.
right there.
I've legit done this.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, so we're in a queue.
So you go into a queue, you wait probably about 20 minutes before eventually you reach the front of this booth, and you hear from behind the glass being said, "Name."
Queglod, you're our spokesperson. You go. Push.
Sasha,
The
you're a
dawn.
dwarf.
Oh shit. Right. The Dawn Marshals.
The individual looks up.
Wrong, it's Dawn Seekers.
The Dawn Seekers. Sorry, I was reading
The
a history book recently.
The individual also looks at you with confusion and goes, "You're not from around here, are you?"
No, not even slightly. I'm sorry. I've had a long day.
Prick.
And
Uh,
also, I'm a bit of a prick.
You
Apologies.
watch as the individual writes off a piece of paper and seems to put it in a box next to them and goes, "Next. Move along."
Oh, we also have a letter. Can we hand that in here or?
Next.
Wait, actually, I don't know. Okay, I move out of the way.
Sasha, move along, for crying out loud.
Okay.
You
I'm
need to listen to people.
Okay.
Use your ears.
You move along, and what do you do now? You seemingly haven't been given anything. You're just standing there.
Excellent. Well, that went badly.
Well, let's go wait at the booth. Wait over there.
What's the worst that can happen?
sure.
I think that maybe we've done this wrong, and I think we might have to queue again.
Okay, back to the queue.
No,
Give your actual name.
Right. Okay.
You
We're
wait.
queuing again.
How long are you waiting, and who's queuing?
I will queue, and Malcolm, do you want to queue with me? As it's also
No.
right. Okay.
Sovak will queue with you.
Oh Jesus Christ! Anyone but Sovak.
Hey! What's that
That's
supposed
the
to be?
proper way to say it.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm gonna queue. Whoever wants to join me. But please don't say anything when we get there.
Okay.
That's just rude.
You wait.
Sovak. Oh,
On purpose to annoy you.
Getting back in line, you wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, before you hear from one of the box offices, someone walks out and says, "The Dawn Seekers."
There we go. See,
Just has a look around the room.
We didn't you
Malcolm
again.
just
The
raises
two of you
his-
mount the banister, climbing over and proceeding to make your way back with the rest of your party.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna be coming out of the queue then. Damn queue etiquette.
Sorry.
Sorry. Well, to be fair, you're like double the size of everybody here, Rook, so you could just like pick each person up and put them behind you one at a time.
I'll just pick up Sovak and throw it. Like, you just announce
stop
that we
trying
are
to throw
here.
me.
You're like a boomerang. I see you as a boomerang, and I'm gonna be. No.
I am a completely normal high elf.
That I like to throw around.
Why is it whenever I roll an insight check on you, when you say something like that, I always roll low? As if it's destiny.
Perfect.
It's the glasses at work, Chris.
You said it to the guards, they rolled 2 natural 1s, you say it here, a random civilian rolls a natural 2.
Perfect. Excellent. So we're gonna go and approach the person that called
I'm
us.
never going to be able to figure out
Yeah.
I'm just a skeleton.
Yeah, no one's gonna figure it out. Okay. You see what looks to be a Durgar there, dressed up in more fine clothing as he goes, "You're all the Dawn Seekers."
Indeed.
Yes.
Okay then, so this is a group account. Come on in. And he might need more chairs. Unless some of you are willing to stand.
I'm happy to stand. Your chairs are practically
Alright,
small for me.
Dandy.
My old knees have stood for long enough. I'll stand some more. Don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
I don't care either way.
Okay. He takes a seat. Bern's going to take one of the seats, seeing as you're all willing to stand. There's one seat left.
Oh, I'll sit down.
No, you let Queglod sit down, jerk.
Queglod, do you want to sit down, Queglod?
No,
That's a bit hostile.
yes,
Wow.
I'm perfectly happy to
Setting
stay.
standards here.
No, Queglod. Sit down, please. I pick Queglod up and put her in my lap. Are you happy now? Are you happy now, Malcolm?
Better.
Okay, I'm gonna stand back up again.
That's fair. Sorry about that.
Get
I
them
apologise for these.
Inter-party politics.
Right, so you're looking to set up an account here?
Wait, not. No.
We'd like to seek an audience with the Forge Master.
Oh,
And we
okay.
We're
Looks
told
like
to
they...
come here.
Oh, they completely misunderstood. Okay, if you're looking for an audience with the Forge Master, that can be done. How soon are you looking to see him?
As soon as possible,
Yes.
because we have to leave here in a couple of days' time. We have got 2 letters. For
For one very
specific-
large letter, well,
Yeah, we have. We're paid twice. We have 2 letters of 2 different
Recommendation.
weapons and recommendations, and we'd like to seek an audience with the Forge Master.
May I?
Regards to these,
I hand over mine.
I hand over mine.
Okay. He takes the 2 letters, puts them in a basic envelope, and goes, "So, I'd like each of your names, and I'd also like to know what your intention for being here and speaking to the Forge Master is. You watch as he places the piece of paper down on the table, sets the quill on it, and it sets itself upright."
Quit.
Do you need my full name?
Whatever name you're willing to give.
Okay, Rook.
Okay. Rook. It's written down.
Do I put mine? Do I say
Yes.
mine? I don't know if I should.
say your damn name.
I mean, like my entire name.
Yeah.
Fine. Malcolm Bern Lore.
Okay. He writes it down.
Sasha
so-
Smashfist.
Yeah.
So issues. I don't like it.
What?
So like,
Your name means nothing here.
What did you say?
to
So
them.
Sovak Eller.
Okay. This clerk's history is great today. Fang.
Queglod Prill.
Dolburn. I missed
Is there
anyone?
anyone we're
And
forgetting?
Sasha Smashfist. Nope.
Smasha, Sash, but no, wait, that's not right.
Right.
Fist Sasha smash.
Okay.
I gotta get
No,
so nervous in these
Sam.
professional settings.
No, Sam. That's going in quotes.
Man,
Yeah, I
I
gotta head
hate
off at
how
10, by the way.
close mine and
Brilliant.
Sasha's names are together.
Mhm.
All right.
Just Sasha Smart.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. And what is your intention for being here? One of you speak.
Okay. Alright. The two weapons that we have the notes for, we would like the Forge Master to. Oh, look at flipping it. Words have lost me. I can't think of what the word is.
Okay, do you want me to just do this?
We would.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
Queglod?
don't know. I mean, last
Queglod,
time
do
you
you wanna
did
take
something.
over?
Guys, Queglod is
Oh,
speaking.
hey.
Yeah, let Queglod do it.
Yeah, we would like permission, like the Forge Master's permission to look further through the forge we arrived, as well as to purchase a dragon hammer. During the meeting, we'd also like to get his opinion on certain magical items, such as the ones mentioned in those letters.
A true linguist.
Okay.
Simon, sensible.
Is
place,
that
right.
everything?
As far as I know.
Does anyone
Mm.
else?
Seems about right.
I mean,
I don't think I've got anything to add.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, also, if he has any jobs that need doing,
Oh,
that
for
but that's
fuck's
just sort of
sake,
like a
just
general.
finish. Oh,
That's
he's
just a general thing we do. Like,
Okay. And that's all of it.
And also, probably should inform him that we are friends of Greg and Rustbeard.
no, wait.
Yes.
Are you going to add that in?
What could go wrong?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, if you want to go for it, go for it.
Bern doesn't say anything. He didn't
Are we allowed
specify
to-
that this needed to be said, but there is one other thing which could potentially be of use. I believe you discussed it previously, but I don't think it was actually. I think it was
Oh, yes.
Infernal who mentioned it.
Oh, then I don't remember.
I have no idea.
I
don't
do
know.
want to like mention, inform him of the fact that we got teleported into the city via an accident, and that may be something he wishes to double check on, in case there's a way to stop it in future.
Okay.
That's literally the only other thing I can think of.
Well, the letter is written. It's all put forward as it's written down. You watch as he puts it in what looks to be a basic into a simple wooden box and goes, "All right, that's everything taken care of. Your letter will be reviewed, and we will get back to you once everything is done. The person first on the list, Rook, you will receive a message from us if you have been accepted to go and see him. Just be somewhere in the city nearby. When you receive the message, you will have an hour time window to go and see him.
Okay, so I need to stay on this tier.
It's not that far to get from tier to tier. It's
Okay.
getting to where he is.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you. Do you have a rough time span on how long it's going to be before we hear back?
It should be 2 hours until it can be accepted, but then it'll be about anywhere between 1 hour or 1 and 8 hours in which we will contact you.
Right, okay. Brilliant. Okay, alright, well, thank you for that. Has anyone got anything they want to add?
Thank you for your help. Also, do you know his full name? Because we've just been calling him the Forge Master.
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
Hold on.
Or her.
Put it up. No, him.
Oh yeah,
hers.
we're not
Hers
sexist
is
here.
still- No, Forge Master, it is a him.
You know, it sounds more sexist if you insist you're not sexist.
Indeed.
So I've been told.
He's called Nuvema, but we just call him Forge Master. He's the head Forge Master here.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Well, thank you for your time, and we will be about.
Hmm.
Excellent.
Okay.
Right.
I know where to have a nap.
Yes. That can go up.
Let's
Right.
go talk. Ask one of the guards.
That would be a good idea.
Right. Have a nice
one of the
day.
guards what?
Somewhere to have
They
a
know
nap.
where-
There's taverns one
Layer up.
bring up.
Yeah.
I miss needing to sleep. Oh, wait.
No, you don't. It sucks.
Cool. Excellent. So
To
are
a
we
tavern.
heading to a tavern then?
Okay. Heading back out into the street and proceeding to find your way up. Are you taking the main staircase or are you looking for another way up?
Should we just take the main staircase?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably end up getting lost with my sense of direction.
Okay. You
End up back in
proceed,
the forges.
you proceed to climb up to the next layer up. As you do, you can see it is equally as busy on this layer where people are currently moving about. You can see all over the place there seems to be quite a lot of general residency in this area. There are some inns, there are taverns, there are quite a lot of restaurants and eating places here as well. As you enter this area, you can also see what looks to be advertised areas of recreation. So you're looking at what looks to be tournament sites, bathhouses, just places to relax, spas, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of natural entertainment on this disc, as well as a lot of people as well.
Okay, brilliant. Well, I propose that we all stay together, because if I get noticed that they're ready for us, then well, I need to know where everyone is. So, should we all stay in the tavern together? Or did people want to look around at stuff?
No, I'm good to stay in here
Honestly,
and just nap on in a chair and have some food or something.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Okay.
Have we actually eaten since we got back?
No,
Nope.
which is why I'm desperate for a
I was
bit
gonna
of
say,
food.
we didn't have anything proper before, did we? So we haven't really eaten today.
You had
Okay,
you
yeah.
had breakfast, and you
Yeah, I made breakfast.
and you would have potentially eaten on the go, but that would have been about it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Right, excellent. Then look
I
for
would like
food.
whoever is helming this to make me an investigation check.
Who's good at investigation?
Let's see. What's my
You don't necessarily need to be good at it. This
I
is just
got-
to see what kind of tavern you end up in.
I got a +4.
Well, you do it then.
Alright.
You got +4, but that's hands down. You do it.
Right.
Beats my
15.
+1.
15. Let's see. What's one you might end up in? Okay. Heading over, you traveling about the area, you can see on the edge of this area what looks to be a fairly large. You're looking for a tavern, an inn, or a mix of the both?
Probably a mix of both.
Mix
Okay.
of both, yes.
In such a case, you head into the into this area. You can see what looks to be a fairly large 2-story stone building with iron supports around the outside of it. Same kind of coloration as the rest. You can see on the outside of the building there seems to be a few outcroppings with what looks to be mimicry runes carved onto them. Either it's graffiti or just a naturally something that's been added as decoration. You aren't sure. As you see what looks to be a sign hanging down saying the Grey Tankard.
Okay. Very tankard. Not too bad. Sounds like a nice name.
Cool. I'm all for going to the Grey Tankard. Grey Tankard.
Heading inside,
Yeah.
at this current time it is rather busy. You can see what looks to be wrought iron dwarven tables and chairs in place all over this area. You can see Drow are sat here, Duragar are sat here as they're both drinking to their heart's content. There's quite a lot of noise and bustle from in here as well at this current time. This seems to be a fairly popular area at this current time. As you proceed to listen in. You can feel the warmth of a lit interior, the smells of slightly sweet, kind of exotic spice smell from here. You can smell the freshly cooked goods, the drink that's served here as well, as it seems to be a well-received area.
Cool.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, we gonna want some grub? A grub food first, or?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, food is needed.
Excellent. So, I will use my height advantage to see if I can spot an empty table.
Okay. Roll me a perception check with advantage because of height.
What is my perception? So that is 7 punch.
7. Most of the tables are full around here. You see a few empty tables, but there aren't enough chairs. You could probably pinch some off of other tables, but...
Who wants to loot chairs?
I will.
Or who wants to sit on mine and Sasha's lap? Not you, Sovak.
Oh, come on! Why so quick to judge?
For all of the reasons that you know and we've already told you.
You see, as
Honestly, you had probably
two
done-
Duragar quickly, like, they shuffle in and go, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. And you watch as they rush in and they take the table you just marked out.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I look
This
for
is
another table.
Make me a perception check.
Alright. That is 16.
16.
You did better than me.
Looking around the room from this angle, there aren't that many places that you could probably sit. There is one thing that does catch your attention as you watch as a bunch of Duragar stand up, and they proceed to leave their table and they proceed to head upstairs.
Okay, stealing
That's
their
our table.
I pick Sovak up and throw him.
Instantaneous stealing table.
Learning
no,
the etiquette
no.
here, you rush over to the table, you claim your seats as you are all sat down on one of the tables. You can see behind the main countertop of this area, where this is a mostly typical tavern, you can see behind the countertop there seems to be a drow currently there, serving up drinks. You can see, very out of place all of this, almost a black dragonborn servant just going around carrying several plates of food and drink as he places them down on various of the tables, and proceeds to receive change, coin, and heads back over, and places some of it in a jar while proceeding the rest of it to the main drow who's there. So, who's getting drinks or food?
I am gonna totally get food and drink.
I also am getting food and a drink.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to eat and drink as well.
How's the party fund looking at the moment? Sudz, you're the one with the access to the party fund. Is there anything in it?
Give me a sec. There's 600 something gold.
You got plenty then.
We good to just spend that on food right now? Not all of it, obviously, but like,
Like,
I
I'd
mean, we
like to spend
absolutely
that
could.
much on food.
Cool.
We could eat like kings.
No,
Really stupid.
because then we'd get used to that, and then
Yeah, that would be
be
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's heading over to get food? And
Well,
drink?
Malcolm's the
I
one with the money.
guess-
So,
But Rook is the one
I'm
with the
taking Rook
arm
with-
span.
yes, I will go up with, because I can carry.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to spread out over. I'm going to like hook my legs through at least one of their chairs to make sure that they don't get taken.
Okay.
Oh, I won't actually, no. I was gonna say, I'll leave my axe on one of the chairs. No, that's gonna be a bad idea.
I mean, no one's going to take it, are they?
Well, no, but I don't think a bra fight.
A bra fight. Oh.
We've escalated here.
Jeez.
I think we're in the wrong
Right.
place here.
I swear sometimes the conversations just sort of wave at the gutter as it passes by.
I'm sorry. Right, okay. I'm just going up to the bar with Malcolm.
Okay.
Just
Heading over to the bar. You head up. You see the Dwarf as he he finishes serving the customer. Goes. So, how can I help you? Looking for anything particular?
I
Would
believe
you
we're just looking for food and drink, right?
What
Yes.
wanga?
Wadiwanga.
you want a wanga?
What kind of food and drink are you looking for, friend?
Oh, I didn't think to ask.
We'll just go with base. About medium quality stuff. Don't want to spend too much. Don't
Medium
want to
quality
be
ale. How many tankards?
let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Get Sovak
7?
water.
7? Oh yeah, Fang.
So what was that about, Sovak?
Yeah, thanks.
Nothing.
I forgot about Fang. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add Fang to my name list over here, so I don't forget that he exists.
I've done the exact same thing, Chris.
Yeah, see, there
it's
we
it's
go.
easy to forget about the NPC that's following the party around.
That time only the player remembers them.
Yep.
We
Alright.
didn't put Thing on the list, did we?
No, he did. He said his name. I remembered him
Oh,
at
good.
that moment, but I forgot about
Okay.
him.
Cool.
Alright,
Excellent.
so 7 drinks. Any food you're after?
Same amount of medium quality food.
Yeah, what kind of food though? Meats.
What kind of food you got? Meats,
We do.
yeah, we'll go
We
with-
do porridge.
I'm
we
gonna
do
call over.
pies,
If
we
they've
do
got any stew,
biscuits and cheese.
I would tell for a stew.
apparently
pork.
that one wants a stew.
We do pork and
I will
onions
have
stew.
meat.
Pork and onion stew is fine.
Well, you
Rook,
you
One
wanted
of those.
you wanted what? Just any meats?
Yeah.
Yes.
Chicken and beetroot pie.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Sure.
Alright. Chicken and beetroot pie on you too. Any? What about the rest of your friends?
Shall I go over to the table and find out?
Probably best to get a list. Yeah. I'll start getting the
I
drinks set
sent
up though, and you can take
Featherweight.
those with you.
Oh, there you
Send
go.
Featherwing.
Yeah, send Featherwing over. Featherwing can write down on paper.
Excellent.
All right, rest of the party. Do you have paper and ink and a quill and 20
I'll
minutes of your
take that.
time?
Taking 20 minutes? How does it take that long?
Chris, it's just writing down some food.
She's writing with her tail.
Right,
We can
I'm
write
gonna
down the
go
food
over there.
ourselves.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah. They can write down
Come
the...
on.
ink and
Oh,
stuff,
okay. So
I'll
it's not
I'll just
Featherwing
take
writing.
the order
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
I don't know.
So what does the rest of the party want? Sovak?
Oh, something that tastes good. Nutrition is naturally important to me.
Okay.
Porridge.
So, meat.
Meat, I like your style. Meat.
Okay. Queglod?
Alright.
Bern's gonna go with the chicken and beetroot pie as well.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I'll go with the pie as well.
Okay, so chicken and
Alright.
beetroot pie for everybody,
Except for Sasha.
except for Sasha, who's getting the roasted pork and onion stew.
Sovak.
What
Fang,
about Fang?
So
Uh,
just getting meat.
Fang is probably going to go for the biscuits and cheese.
Biscuits and cheese, okay.
Okay.
And Bern, I guess he's gonna...
Bern's going to go for the beetroot
Pie.
or the pickled, the chicken and beetroot pie. Okay.
Bam.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. Alright then, so that's 5 pies, a lump of meat for that one, and some biscuits and cheese. Oh, sorry, 4 pies and the stew.
Yeah.
Altogether, including the drinks for the 7 of you, looking at about probably five silver.
Wow, that's actually.
I hand him over gold.
Oh, shit.
Alright, nice. Paid in big money. Puts it in his pocket and gives you 5 silver pieces of change. Right then, so we'll get that to you when you can.
Excellent.
Alright.
Right. have I got to pick the drinks? Are they on the bar already? The drinks?
take them when you're ready.
Right, okay. Then I will pick up some of the drinks. Sasha. Oh. Malcolm, can you take 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Taking your drinks
Then-
over to the rest of the party. Your food is shortly brought over. It is good food.
Good food.
It is very nice. Is there anything else you wanted to do while you bide your time here?
Well, Sasha
No.
wants to have a nap apparently.
Is that short
Um,
rest or long rest?
I don't. We can't. I can't have a long rest in the time it'll take for the guy to come give us a call and whatever. Right?
If you take
So-
you could take a long rest. The only problem is that if you have a appointment at any time before 7 hours, you will be
Then I'll
interrupted.
yeah. So I'm gonna take a short rest, and can I have a short nap like in canon?
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
So
Are you just in the tavern, or are you gonna rent? Are you gonna? rent
I
rooms?
just lay my head out on Rook and just
Okay.
fall asleep.
do I look like a blanket?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay, don't ruffle my fur up though. Who's next to me? I'd like to talk
Sasha.
to Mal.
Sasha's next
No,
to
no.
you on one side. The other side.
It's whoever.
Sovak.
6.
Oh God!
Third on the list. Other than Sasha, you are next to Malcolm.
Oh, thank God for that. Right,
What do you have against Sovak?
I haven't. I just want to talk to Malcolm. Because, you know, he's from the not Badlands. Whoa.
Barrenlands.
Baron.
Barrenlands.
Barrenlands.
Same as you.
Jesus Christ. Yes.
Savage land.
So, Savage Land.
What?
So, I want to talk to him about the Barrenlands. Like, why he is here and not doing royal things in the Barrenlands. Anyway, that's out of thing. So, Malcolm,
Hello.
what brings you out here? How comes you're not in the royal thing of the Barrenlands?
Well, I've been out here for a while, and I didn't even know about it until. How long has it been since I found out? Like
3 months.
3 months.
Oh, so you didn't even know you're royalty?
Nah.
Does the royalty know you're royalty?
Yes.
Okay.
They were keeping it from me.
What dicks?
Oh,
I don't know why. Doesn't matter.
right. Okay. Alright, so how long have you been out of the Barrenlands for?
5.5 months?
Out of the
It's-
Barrenlands, 4 years.
Oh wait, no, 4 years. That's right. Hey, I forgot about that. I forgot that I was in the. Yeah, 4 years.
Okay, right. Excellent. So who raised you then?
The clan of centaurs.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
up. I need to rephrase that.
Clan of Hoof.
I just need to pull. Yes, the clan of Hoof.
Clan of Hoof. I love this clan already. I'm a huge fan.
I mean, you're from the Clan of Horns, so
yeah,
technically.
I'm from the Clan of Horns. Yeah, there you go. I didn't know that. I do now. Right. Excellent. Okay. So, how did you find out you're royalty?
My father told me. I thought he was dead.
Okay. Right. So,
Well, you'll see him later.
okay. Rightio. So, your father. So, who's currently on the throne then? Is that not actually royalty on the?
No, that's royalty. She's my aunt.
She's your aunt.
Yes.
Right.
It were. Wait, wouldn't he already know how to? The succession for the throne is.
It would,
He's
but
from
I'm
the
more
he's from the
confused.
south. He's from the
So
Mithril. He's from the Mithril garrison or near there, so he wouldn't care about it because, as far as he's concerned, your grandfather's in charge.
The succession to the throne is complicated.
Right. Okay. So, is that your plan to regain the throne, or do you not have any interest in it?
I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it. I haven't had much time to think about it yet.
Okay. Right. So where was the clan of Hoof? Are they still in the Barren Lands?
Yes. As far as I know.
Whereabouts in the Barren Lands are they?
I believe they were to the northeast.
Northwest.
Okay.
Northwest is Clan of Hoof.
I was close.
So, right.
Yeah. To the northwest.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, it's nice to meet a fellow Baronlandian. I mean, I made that up.
Baronlandian.
Yeah,
Close
I don't
enough.
actually know what we call ourselves from there. I mean, I was part of a caravan. We travelled. So, you know, all good. All good. Okay. Excellent. Well, I mean, it's nice to actually sit down and talk to you for once, because I haven't really got to speak to you. And I think you've got allergies to my dander.
Queglod's head explodes.
Oh, that made me jump.
Jeez. Well, it was nice meeting you, even
Cows
speaking
don't
to you.
have dander.
I have no word.
Sure.
Fang looks over and goes, She snores a lot quieter when she's leaning up against someone, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And for that, I'm grateful. I wouldn't be
Maybe
able
we
to
should
have this
just prop her
conversation.
upright from now.
Just make
Yeah,
her a sleep
Sounds like a
tripod.
good idea.
No, it sounds like an idea. You know, just buckle in at night.
Preferably still in the armor.
Just add attachments to the armor. Just slit legs that
Shove
slot into the
pillows
grooves.
in there.
Dear me. Right. Okay. Well, thank you for the conversation. And if you ever want to talk or want to know anything, then by all means talk. It's nice to meet someone from where I'm from that has an idea of what it is I'm from. Yeah. Different.
Yeah. It was nice speaking to you as well.
Perfect.
Okay. Anything you guys want to take
Now
care of?
kiss.
Kiss.
Smack Sasha with
Fine.
lighthouse
Kiss,
with
kiss.
Please do not hit me. I mean, she is
Make an
nestled into
attack
me at the
roll.
moment. Oh,
Max.
for God's sake.
Smack Sasha with lighthouse with shillelagh up.
With Shillelagh up,
Yep, with shillelagh.
intending
So I
to
can-
actually do damage?
Yes, from that comment, I think she deserves a little bit of
I
damage.
think Sasha needs to rest.
And I think
really need her to do
I
that.
think
Oh,
that if I can actually hit her, I deserve a little bit of damage on her.
You have advantage, so.
if you hit me, I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I won't hit you.
Bar
baby.
brawl, bar brawl, bar brawl.
Right, go
I
ahead.
don't
and,
think this is a
go
good
ahead and
idea.
roll me. Go and roll me an attack roll with advantage.
Come
I
on.
warn you, if a bar brawl starts out, Sovak will be just punching the nearest dwarf. That isn't
12
Sasha.
plus what?
Plus 9.
21. Nope.
Damn it!
Boink.
One less than what you needed. As you hit Sasha on the helmet, it rattles but doesn't wake her up.
Perfect. Gotcha.
See, I wasn't gonna hit you.
You hit her. You were just lucky the armor was good.
I was talking about you. I was
Me?
trying to
Oh.
hit her.
But yeah, fair dues. Fair dues. You're lucky. You're lucky. I would have had to use Sovak as a weapon.
For
That would have been
fuck's
I
bad.
would love to see that happen.
I know. It's so
What?
big. explodes.
No, why?
Rook, what do? I equip Sovak. Sovak dies. Oh crap!
You know what? If Sovak dies, then he's coming back to haunt your asses.
Change
Again.
the stat to ghost.
yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, if you're ghost and you're spirit, right, you can only haunt us with them glasses and the nose moustache thing, right? It'd just be that floating following us the entire time.
It'll
No
be,
form.
it'll be
Just
like
that.
it'll be like Invisible Man from Hotel Transylvania.
Yes. Perfect.
I can't remember his
So-
name.
I can't.
I don't think it's
Gavin.
Gavin. I think Gavin's one of them though.
So,
Anyways, I guess
anyone
we're just
want to
waiting now.
talk about anything? Or are we just gonna wait for the letter and
Why
Sasha's
does everyone
snoring?
hate me?
I don't
Why do
hate
you-
you.
Because
I
you're
mean-
a skeleton.
You're just a fun person.
Okay, okay, Queglod, I know why you hate me, and that I sort of get why. But why everyone else?
I have a love-hate relationship with your grandson. And your daughter-in-law is a bitch.
Weird and true.
That is very loud.
It is.
I
And
really need to turn you down.
turn me down.
Does she have a volume dial on her somewhere?
I don't
Maybe.
know.
Find
Maybe-
out.
Maybe if I turn the helmet round the other way, so the opening's at the back.
She might suffocate. I think you alive people need
Echoing
air.
snoring proceeds within the bucket of a helmet.
It's just more metallic.
So,
I guess we're just waiting now.
Yeah.
Fang looks over at you, Sovak. I don't particularly hate you, just... I don't necessarily trust you either.
Aw.
That's a
Poor
good
thing.
point of view.
I like you, Thing. You're good.
Okay.
I like you, Sovak. Don't
I
worry.
also like Fang.
But
What could I do to
Unlike
trust
And
to wind
also,
you
I
up.
do like Sovak.
What could I do to get you guys to actually trust me? Because I don't feel like I should be traveling around with you and me fearing someone might throw me.
Willingly give up
wouldn't
give
throw
money to us to prove that
You're
it is
asleep,
not more
Sasha.
important than us.
Actually, nap.
Okay, fine.
Fucking
don't
about.
worry, Sovak. I won't throw you unless you ask me to.
I can live with that. Oh, wait. Don't know the correct phrasing. I can exist with that.
That seems more accurate. We'll go with that one. He can exist. Yes. Very much so. Cool.
Just Queglod, just scowling, just goes, can he? Can he exist? Should he?
You sure about that?
Oh my god.
Okay.
Please don't.
You're waiting there for a number of hours. Are you getting a room, or are you just staying in the base tavern?
I think we're just staying in the base tavern.
Just
I mean,
chilling.
chilling,
Okay.
Yeah.
having drinks,
Um,
chatting.
3 hours go by. As you're sat there, it still remains to be as busy. You can see people still coming in and out quite a bit, but it is beginning to die down. During this time, as you're currently just sat there having mingling conversation between the party and what you're planning to do, etc., you hear as one dwarf proceeds to raise his voice as you watch as a bunch of dwarves begin to stand up at the same time. As any of you who understand Dwarvish hear them say things like, "My God, what happened?" As you look over, more people proceed to be getting involved as the Dragonborn proceeds to push through and shouts out in Dwarvish, "Get the guards, now!"
What?
Um,
what?
Well,
Uh,
Sasha's
okay.
asleep, so she can't just hit.
No,
Okay,
Sasha's
right,
awake. She
okay,
took out
guys,
our power
guys.
nap.
Oh,
Now,
okay,
guys,
right.
Just, they're getting the guards for some reason. I don't think it's for us, but we should be ready just in case.
I assume if it were to do with us, they'd make some attempt
We
to
should
apprehend us.
probably check this out. but we should also
Yeah.
hang back and be part of the crowd so that we aren't like, fingered as the villains.
We might be able to help, but we shouldn't make a spectacle of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's go in, have a look, see if it's
Okay.
something we can help with, offer help. If not, go back to drinking.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Right.
like the way you think.
Heading over.
Cool.
As you head over, you get a better look at it as you look in this current situation at what's going on. Make me a perception check.
All of us.
All of those who are
Chris?
attempting to get involved, yeah.
Okay.
I'll roll for you, don't
Chris.
worry.
Thank you.
I got 8 plus
Sasha, that's a 9 plus whatever.
9.
Plus
I got
4, 13.
13.
Perception check, yeah.
19. on
8.
mine.
Jesus Christ, I'm rolling badly this week.
Okay.
15.
Okay. Queglod and Malcom, you two see this in particular. As you're looking over, using Felipe and Featherwing to see over the crowd, you can see an individual, a Duragar, currently writhing on the floor as he's clutching at his neck, foam coming out of the corners of his mouth.
Uh,
Pardon what? When? Who?
Sasha, me and you might need to go see what's going on with them.
Okay. Right. Rook, if you could do the honors, please move people out of our way.
I'll just pick the two of them up and walk through. Just push my way through.
Hey, to be inconspicuous and blend in with the crowd.
Okay. You can hear further shouting as this is occurring. You're proceeding to push through. You can currently see the Dragonborn performing what is basically CPR at this point. You guys took your time pushing through. You didn't urgently barge through. And as you're getting there, you can see the Duragar's got his head to the side, foam just pouring out of one corner of his mouth, mingling and turning a little bit red at this point as the Dragonborn's just trying to help.
Move! I'm a cleric. Help me, Malcolm. I'm
Yeah.
going to cast Lesser Restoration first of all. See if that does anything.
Okay. What are you gonna do, Malcolm?
I'm going to look over them to see if I can determine what is going on.
Make me a medicine check.
Okay,
Natural 1.
I know nothing.
Looking
I
at
know
Yay,
nothing.
not ones at the worst times.
looking at this individual, in the heat of the moment, you think, I know this, but it grasps you and you don't know what this is at this point. Your brain just seems to freeze almost in the insanity of the moment. 1 minute he seems to be writhing, next minute you don't know. Sasha, as you cast Lesser Restoration, nothing seems to happen.
Does anyone have any diamond dust?
The people around you look almost in awe as they're like, what's going on? The Dragonborn's proceeding to continue to attempt CPR.
Damn it, there's no time for this. I'm going to start praying to a Turan, Chris.
Okay. What do
Yeah,
you
I'm
say?
bringing out the big guns. A Turan, I don't have the components I need for this, but something is happening here, and I don't want someone to die in front of me. Please, if you can hear me, help me bring this person back. Help me heal him. Them, I don't know.
All right.
And I offer up a divine intervention.
Oh,
53. It fails.
Bugger.
As you offer up the prayer, the individual... Okay. The individual fails their last death save, as the individual is now lost.
we need God. We need diamonds.
I have diamonds. If you can. Ah, fuck me. I'm just gonna pull out. I've got the spell slots to do it as well. Is the issue? I take out the 2 diamonds. One of them I hand to Rook, and I say, between you somehow find a way to crush this into dust, and then I'm going to use the other one to bring him back.
Okay, right.
Wait, Chris. Before I do this, if I bring him back, is he just going to immediately die?
This will be a medicine check.
I'd love to, Chris.
I can't make another one.
6. I will say, Malcolm, make me another one with disadvantage because of the
I
previous
do
fail.
have a +8, so that is still a
As
14.
they're doing this, well, I'm going to pull out my Book of Shadows.
All right, that's
Nice,
double
nice.
18s.
18. What were you going to do, Queglod?
I'm going to pull out my Book of Shadows to use Chronicle of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
23 for me.
Placing the hand on top of the book.
Yep.
What would you like to ask?
I'm going to ask,
What killed this?
it's like, yeah,
Is it a question? Is it a question that they have to be able to answer themselves, or is it a question that the Raven Queen answers?
the answer is provided by the dead creature's spirit to the best of its knowledge.
Okay.
And it's translated into a language of your choice. So, common.
Okay.
So, okay, so I'm gonna go with
Tick tock, tick
yeah,
tock.
probably just something like what happened to you to kill you?
Okay. You ask the question, and slowly in your book, written in a reddish ink, it proceeds to fill out as the answer. Now, I believe the filling out takes a minute.
It's after a minute of the question being asked, yes.
Okay, after a minute of the question being asked.
Is time limit on Revivify?
Yes, it is.
1 minute.
Yeah. Thought
Okay.
so.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're proceeding to cast Revivify with the medicine check that you got, Sasha. You have no idea. Malcolm,
Even a 14? Like,
23.
14 for you. You have no idea. You know this is some kind of poison, but you don't know what effect it would have. What did you
I
get,
got
Malcolm?
23.
23. Looking over the individual and now it clarifying in your mind, you think and you realize, okay, this individual has been poisoned. Poison should end upon death. But as you get a look, you can see what looks to be a very, very thin, what looks to be a needle at the base of his nape, going into his spine.
So
I will say this, Lesser Restoration is supposed to get rid of poison.
It is,
so
unless the poison's still being
infected.
applied.
So I carefully remove the needle from.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
All right, let me just make sure what that is. All right. Please. Yes,
Hey,
that's
there
a
we go.
20.
You carefully and precisely grab the needle and slowly pull it out. As you do, you manage to pull it out without damaging or disabling this person from, as this did go into their spinal column. As you pull the needle out, you see a small gout of what looks to be a very thin, pale, watery amount of blood and other liquid pour out of it.
This should allow Sasha to use Lesser Restoration on him now, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright,
Expend the use
I'm
of
using
Lesser
Revivify and then I'm using Lesser Restoration.
Okay. You proceed to cast Revivify. The individual... I will say the base DC for this is 10. Okay. That was a 9. The person comes back. As the Duragar comes back to consciousness, you feel the breath as it re-enters him. The diamonds that begin to spin around the back of your hand shatter as you finish the Revivify spell. As you pull yourself back down, you sit down and...
I take back the other diamond I handed to Rook.
Yeah,
seeing
Rook
that
was
he
attempting
needed
to
it.
squeeze it, but there's no way of easily cracking something without tools. You need tools and time
Okay, that's
to
fine.
make it
Don't worry,
dust.
Rook. You did good. Well done.
I was gonna smash it with my axe.
Hello
but-
there.
Well,
Are you okay?
He is too exhausted to talk right now.
Okay. Everybody move!
Well,
I'm saying that in my
intimidation.
biggest, angriest Sasha voice, but
Alright.
it can't be too loud.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I-
say
What
you trying to
intimidation
do?
check for this. Oh, so close. 8 plus or minus.
8, nothing. It's 0.
It's 8. Okay. You shout out "move" to everybody as they quickly attempt to shuffle back. You see guards enter the room as 2 of them charge towards what's going on here.
Okay.
Seeing you
Guards!
there, the Dragonborn moves over to one of the guards and says, "These individuals helped them." He's speaking in Dwarvish, by the way, so none of you can understand that. So only some of you can understand this. "These individuals helped this man. Whatever happened to him, he seems to have been poisoned. Not sure by what, but this place needs a thorough search down." At which point the guard looks over, shouts something in Undercommon before proceeding to go back to the door and says out in Common, "I would like all of you to remain here. None of you are to leave until this site has been investigated."
Oh, I swear to God.
Over here! Come on over here! Got the victim!
The other guard has moved over at this point, and he's moved over as he goes over to the individual and kind of gives him a quick look over.
He's exhausted. I brought him back from the dead, but he's, not doing too hot after that.
Oh, he looks fine. He'll take time to recover. We'll move him to a bed. Can you help me?
Right.
Looking up at Rook and you.
Yes. One moment. Malcolm, did you not find something on him?
I found this. This was injecting poison into him still.
Okay. The Durgar takes it, looks at the needle, and just goes. He stands up, shouts something in Undercommon. Some of the individuals around the room just are looking around. Some of them seem to understand, as there's now muttering between a lot of people here. As the guard then says out in Common, "All right, you're all free to go." And slowly wanders over.
So you know what that is?
Yes, we do. It's none of your concern. Thank you for the help, though. If you're looking to be compensated, we are aware that reviving someone can take cost. We will compensate you for the cost of what it took. For that, however, you'll need to head to the pressed letter and get that filed through. If you stay here in the tavern, at some point when we get to you, we'll get you back the compensation. I'll need to pass it off to the captain and the information, though. Thank you for helping this man, though.
That's fine. If this is a common thing, is this something we should be on the lookout for here, or
Just don't do anything to get yourself in trouble.
I don't plan to.
Looks at Sovak intensely.
And I do not
Sovak
plan
has
to
a
do
needle
so.
shoved into the back of his neck. Yeah, that stings.
Oh no! I am poisoned.
I am dying.
Just starts acting on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a common thing apparently. Okay, that's no confidence.
I'm reckoning like Assassin's Guild or criminal mafia. What are you thinking?
Maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. It might be that.
My daughter-in-law.
Okay, look, not everything is to do with your daughter-in-law, and also she's mostly deals with elf stuff. This is more underdark dwarfy stuff.
No, how
And-
much else hate dwarves?
That is
And,
true.
Mind explosion.
Oh yeah,
That's
like
style.
we would not be able to do shit if your daughter-in-law got to him.
She might not have done it directly.
So the fact that we've just brought back, if it is Assassin's Guild one, the fact that we've just brought back the person that they've tried to kill, that's
Well,
not going to put us
technically
at risk,
he did
is
die.
it? Well, yes, but we did just
Hey,
bring him
ooh,
They
back.
did
Queglod,
their
Queglod.
job. They
Queglod,
did
what
their
does your
job.
book
They
say?
did that.
Queglod, what does your book say?
That is.
The book
Very good
says,
question.
I don't know. I felt... Actually, no. Would it end because of the river fight? I'm going to say no, because this is information that it would be good to give.
They were
It says,
dead.
I don't know. I felt a sharp pain in the back of my neck.
Okay.
Right.
Alright, well,
That's helpful.
Doesn't tell us much. We know it was.
Well, if anyone feels a sharp pain in the back of your neck, mention
don't
it.
hesitate to yell.
Mention it. Oh, guys, a pain in the back of my neck.
Hey, I've got this weird spike in the back of my bones.
Hey, you'll be fine.
I'm immune to poison, so yes, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'm resistant to poison, and I'll be honest, if anything can get through my armor, good. I'll wish him
They
good
deserve
luck.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
Is there anything else you wish to do, or are you just going to wait out the time and all that?
Probably just gonna-
How long does it
I'm
take
gonna
for you-
go up to that dragonborn. Is he still here?
Yes, he
Oh
is.
yeah, the dragon boy.
I'm gonna just wave over. Hello.
Oh.
How many people here speak Draconic?
Probably just me. Actually,
Great,
no,
I
that's
swap over
not
to-
true. A lot of people do, actually.
Okay,
He
I swap
nods
over
to the individual who's on the floor. People who did this do.
Nice.
Great. Is
Uh.
this something that happens often here, or I'm swapping to Draconic, or
Yeah, Malcolm's listening in on this.
I hate
This-
you people, your languages.
This isn't necessarily something that happens too often, but it does happen.
right?
Not in this district anyway. Typically, people are
Right.
found in their homes, foamed in death, and foamed at the mouth and reeking of death.
Right.
For this to
Because I
be-
helped him, am I going to die because of this?
No. Not unless you
Okay.
are of particular value to them dead.
I don't think so.
People don't know what they call themselves, but for the reason I get bad rep here. From what I understand, they worship some kind of deep worm. Dragon kid.
Well, if it's any help, no judgment here. I've met but cults suck. Cults suck.
They do. They'll probably test the food. We'll be shut down for a few days in terms of food and drink, most likely, as they investigate this further, see if they can determine why the individual may have been targeted, as well as keeping him under guard.
Yeah.
You helped the individual. I'll see if I can talk to the boss, see if I can get you some rooms for the night for free. Maybe longer.
You don't have to do that.
They told you needed to stay here anyway, if you wanted your
That's
your
true, I
diamonds
suppose.
back, so it's the least we can do for stopping a death on the premises.
Well,
He looks
Thank
over at the
you.
elf, the drow
maybe
who
didn't stop him
nods.
from dying.
here, I hand him a platinum piece.
Shut up, Sovak.
I hand him a platinum. I slip a platinum piece into his hand, like, thank you for your help and and letting us know what's going on.
He looks at it down in his palm, and he says, "You're too kind, but thank you."
A platinum piece is like a good tip, right?
Yeah, definitely. People would
Yeah.
usually tip
Yeah.
like 3 copper pieces, so a platinum piece is like, oh man, these are the rich spenders.
Guys, what's happening to us? What they do in Chinatown, where they like rip off tourists just for the sheer fact that they're tourists.
No, but I did that in previous town.
Yeah, that is true.
I think I did that on Thursday. Or Tuesday, rather. Yeah, I did it on Tuesday last session because they went and decided they were going to go and splash a bunch of cash and they were going to declare that they could buy the tavern. And so the guy charged them 10 times as much as he would for anything else.
Oh, wow.
This is why I don't piss off tavern owners.
As always. As
Look,
always.
not
Let me
all
leave
of us
for
did
5
that.
minutes.
Not all of us
5 minutes.
did.
Yeah, I know,
Only
but
one
you
person.
offered like 100 platinum to him, and he's like, well, what's the harm going to be if I charge them 1 gold per room, per meal?
I mean, that's all on Lanto.
It's not my fault. I'm just doing what he did.
The
Anyway,
drunk Minotaur. Minotaur.
so
Right.
are you going to rest in your rooms until you receive a message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 hours go by until eventually you receive a sending message of Rook and the Dawn Seekers. Please report to
Yes.
the Forge Master's office.
Excellent.
I'm going to leave note with the with.
Do you wish to
with
reply?
the-
You have 25 words.
Oh, the Rook who gets to reply.
Yes, I will reply saying we will attend as soon as possible.
You should also probably ask where they are.
Oh yeah, that's a really good idea. What? Hang on. If I reply, is that going to instantly reply? If I say, oh, I'll try anyway. And ask its their location or the Forge Master's location.
And where is it? Okay.
Yes.
You reply. Seems that they don't want to use another sending for this.
Cool. Excellent.
So
I
you're going to
will-
have to ask around.
Excellent. Well, I'm sure the guards would probably answer actually if we've been requested to go.
Right.
Anyway, I will get the part. Does the whole party know? Or
Only you.
We should
Only.
probably leave someone here to collect the diamonds if that becomes a thing. Bern,
Excellent.
would you feel comfortable
They-
staying here?
The Bern will Bern.
thing?
I think Bern or Fang. Fang's cooler. Bern will stay here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Fang's-
You
Fang
know what?
always comes-
No. You guys can all go. The tavern owner, if they do come in with the slip that is your to be refunded your diamond, then they will they'll receive it and give it to you. Seeing as how
Oh.
generous you've been, they're more than welcome to pick up a package and drop it off for you.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna go to the rooms and then let everyone in the party know that we have been summoned.
Okay.
Alright.
You knock on the doors. You head in.
I'm a little bit worried about going into something. Right. Whose room are we going in first? Or do I
Well,
just?
I'd say
On
you have two
Sorry.
rooms in two groups between you. So
Okay. Right. Okay. Well,
They're not
I'm
made
just-
of rooms here.
No, I'm just gonna knock on the door and say, guys, we've been summoned to go to the Forge Master's office. So
Right.
get dressed.
Sasha comes out in a pink fluffy dressing gown.
Where's
Alright,
your
give me
armor,
a moment.
Sasha?
No, no,
What's going on
fucking
here?
dressing down as over the armor, isn't it?
Close it. No. Completely covered in it. Closes the door, comes back out a second later in full armor, the fluffy robe nowhere to be seen.
Just looks like raises more questions than it answers. Not gonna ask. Good. Excellent. Right. So I'll meet you. I'm assuming it's downstairs in the
Yeah,
lobby
let's
hall area.
let's
Cool.
yeah.
Meet downstairs. And
I pick up Queglod and bring her down with me.
excellent. Cool.
We were doing each
Oh.
other's hair. I'm kidding.
I was going to say, does Queglod can Queglod not walk on her own anymore?
No,
Apparently not.
not allowed.
Yeah, no, I can actually. Yeah, I'm gonna merge into bird to escape your grip and then go back.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, hurry up, Queglod.
Cool.
You.
Excellent. Well, while I'm downstairs, while
Okay.
they're thing, because I can do thing, I'm gonna ask the barkeep. Or barkeep. Where's the Forge Master's office?
Forge Master's office. That's the central hanging thing in the area. Yeah, just as you go out the door, just to look a little bit to the left, in the middle of the ravine, you'll see it hanging. It's got the metal bridges leading to it.
Okay, right. Excellent. Bridge hanging thing.
Alright.
Excellent. Right. Okay.
Sasha is coming down now, looking mildly dejected.
Oh, let
Okay.
down by again.
To the place. And
Excellent.
and
Right,
let's
I
go.
know where the Forge Master is, so
Okay. You proceed.
go.
You proceed to head to the Forge Master's office. Traveling out into the open city here, you travel back out onto the edge of the crevasse here. You have the dust underfoot as you walk out. You can see the large metal bridge on this side currently connecting to the Forge Master's office. The large, mostly untampered iron vein leading down from the top until it reaches the top of this, seemingly holding this office in position. You can see guards on the opposite side of the bridge standing guard, and some on this current side of the bridge, as well as one that's patrolling back and forth along the bridge itself as you're currently moving towards it.
Excellent, right.
You head across the bridge, being expected as to who you are. You are taken across, you walk across the bridge, the one who's patrolling leads you across. It is shaky a little bit. It's a sturdy chain and metal bar bridge. It's sturdy, but it's still a little bit shaky with all of you walking across it at this current time. As you reach the other side, you can see what looks to be a reinforced metal door. You can see the two guards on either side. One of them leans over, knocks on the door. You see a panel pulled back. Some things are said inside before it is closed. You hear a few locks from the inside as the door is opened. As what looks to be a Duragar on the inside goes, "Please follow me." You'll head inside.
Here we go.
All heading in. You head into what looks to be a painted wall interior of this place. Much more of a welcome feeling, more homely. Wood paneling underfoot. You can see what looks to be a series of statues and a few alcoves along this, along with a large, what looks to be a reinforced glass window. To opposite is another door on the other side, and then to the right you can see what looks to be a large metal door, which the individual goes up to, knocks on the door, again guarded on both sides by two dwarves, or two Duragar. As you enter into the Forge Master's office, you can see within here a wonderful office, similar in the same kind of design as the Forge Marshal. As you see what looks to be a probably about below middle age Duragar currently there writing a few things. As the door is opened, he looks up, and you see to his right hand side a fairly young female dwarf who's currently there just writing up a few things on a small writing desk next to him. The room itself is very warmly lit on the interior. You can see cut stone that has been mildly painted in various areas, more doors on the outside of this. Two guards on either side of the door on the interior, just behind where it is, armed to the teeth with all manner of things. And over to one side you see what looks to be, as some of you would recognize, a large guardian construct. As it stands there, and you can see it has what looks to be a blue emblem on its chest, which slowly radiates and pulses magic, showing that it is currently active. The room itself is lined with stone bookshelves lined with books and other trinkets and tidbits. You can see what looks to be a shard of what looks to be glass, seemingly, framed up on the side of the wall. You can see a series of maps and scrolls in a large scroll rack on one portion of this. And as he sees you all enter, he puts the quill down, takes a stands up, and goes, "Welcome. You must be the Dawn Seekers, then. And you must be Sasha Smashfist." And that is where we are going to end our session tonight, as it has reached exactly on 10.
Why does he know my name
Just put it on a
specifically?
piece of paper.
I know,
Because you're
but
a
why
dwarf
did he
and you're a
single me
Smashfist.
out?
Because you're a dwarf and a smash fist. The last smash fist.
He likes
Well,
alcohol.
yeah, but we're not like an important family.
Well,
He likes
I'll
alcohol.
let you guys fume over that for a while. For now and for the stream, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we will join you next week when we will continue the request of the Forge Master. Bye bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.